What's going on, everybody? We are here, episode 15, people. 15.
Oh, golly.
And if you have not noticed, there are 5 chairs here. We are joined by our first actual guest, people. We are joined by our boss,
Cory Cardinal.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Oh, my gosh. You have applause?
We have applause.
Do that again. I missed it.
We got applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's great.
The crowd in here goes wild.
We are in front of a live studio audience.
We are.
Yeah.
They're right over there.
Oh, man.
How you guys doing?
Good.
They may or may not be foreigners.
What?
Huh?
Oh, like the bands.
Just so you know, this is also your mid-year review. So.
Oh, my
Oh, I love
We're
that.
being judged on our performance right now.
It's live, people. Mid-year
So,
review live.
Good luck.
Oh, my
Can we hire foreigners?
We'll see.
Oh, okay. That was my concern. Man, I don't think we properly introduced the man himself, Mr.
Yes.
Cory Cardinal from the Myco Radio Show every
Yes.
Saturday on 102.5 The Bone.
Yes.
Usually
Yeah.
from 2 to 4, but it varies.
Varies, yes.
Yes, whenever we're needed.
Oh, dude, especially after when the hurricane was coming in, y'all gave out some crucial information.
Well, we always do. The Bone. That's what the Bone is really known for. Is reaching its people when it's needed. Yeah, we make the jokes that we make or whatever. But when it's time to get serious, we call it infotainment. We're not going to keep going over and over again about the track and all this other nonsense. We're gonna make jokes, but we're also going to tell you where things are and be fun and funny about it. So
Infotainment.
Yeah.
I like
Oh.
that. I like that.
yeah.
There we go.
Did you guys, what is it, copyright that?
Yeah, trademark.
You trademarked it? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You hashtagged it.
You got to hashtag it.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of
Exactly.
how we do it. You know, make sure that you're not just giving it dry and boring like
Yeah.
everybody else.
Well, and that's how we've always worded the Bone. Like every time I tell people that we do we're a talk station, you always get like the and it's not the AM, it's not the boring, the Dow Jones was down, and
Right.
it's not the the Rush Limbaugh stuff. It's we will talk about politics if it's in the news, but
Yeah.
we're also going to talk about some idiot who blew his fingers off because he was celebrating 4th of July.
Right.
So
As one does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As one does.
Oh,
What is your favorite part of working on your show?
on the show.
Yeah.
Just talking, really, because I don't talk. I don't like talking. I don't.
And you're on talk radio.
What a job.
It's fun. I don't like people. But yet I'm in a business where I have to talk and deal with people all the time. It's I guess getting everything out. Like I won't just in a day-to-day come up to you and be like, "Hey, this is what's going on with me. I got some issues going on."
Right.
But on air, like it'll just randomly pop up, and we might not even be talking about it. I might just be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is what happened this past week.
Yeah.
Listen to this," and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
just it spills out, and then it goes down the hill. So I just I being open and honest, I guess, like it's weird where there's been times where I don't think that I'm going to be talking about anything in particular, and then when they stop talking, I'm like, oh god, there's dead air, I have to fill it, and I just
Yeah.
start rambling, and I'll just start telling stories, and I just start talking, and then I go, why the hell am I saying this? Like, what is
Right. Yeah,
Please
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
save me. So I like being the funny guy. I like being that. So I saved Mike's show because it wasn't funny before. So
You heard it here.
I love it.
Oh,
But like, as somebody who is like, do you consider yourself like introverted? More so,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
okay?
Because honestly, like if it's not with my job, I don't leave the house. I don't go anywhere. I
Right.
don't do anything. Like I've just recently started going out and going to the park and running and doing and
nice.
actually
Cool.
getting outside. But
Yeah.
aside from that, like if I didn't work, I didn't leave the house. Like now, like I go places with my son when I have him. So luckily, like I'm getting out a little bit more. But yeah, no, I'm definitely introverted and. Like the whole bar scene. Oh yeah, I'll meet at the bar. Ew, gross. No, let's
Yeah.
please not. I'll pick up a 6-pack on the way home and drink by myself. I'll be fine.
But how does one, like what you said, you consider yourself introverted, even get on a talk show?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you figure out like somebody like that personality type, you wouldn't consider them be like, oh, I'm going to put you on.
So I didn't start on the Bone on talk radio.
Yeah.
I started on promo, doing promotions and listening to 97X is the station that I wanted to be on and to work with. And I started. I was listening to the morning show. I paid some charity thing or whatever, and was able to volunteer and shadow Danielle when she was on the morning show. From there, like, just my love of it grew even more. Like, I knew I loved radio. I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it, and started, went on 97X and was there for a few years, and then went back to promotions. And then what really got me back on air was COVID. Because I was one of the only ones that was allowed in the building. Like, it got to a point. Were any of you here during COVID?
No.
So it got to a point where if we did have an event, you would come to the station. We would have everything taken care of down in the shed. You would come to the shed, put in the code, open it up. The keys would be down there. Everything would be in the vehicle. You would drive to the location. Like, it was so weird. And then on air was even weirder. Like, if they couldn't leave the house, or if they couldn't, if they didn't feel comfortable leaving the house, we wouldn't make them. So they would have, they'd be set up with a Comrex, or they'd be set up with a computer or whatever, with their own home studio. And then the beginning of COVID, when everybody was basically told to stay home. There were a select few of us that were the essential personnel, and I was one of them. Where I would come in and I'd hop in and I'd give the stats and I'd give the updates and the tolls and all that nonsense with John Senning. And then once again, because nobody was able to be in here, Mike was like, I can't do this by myself. Like, stay with me. Like, I'll bounce to you back and forth for the updates. And then it went from there. And then he was like, "Wow, you're funny. Let's keep this going." And then it kept going. And that was, I guess, 5 years ago.
Damn.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
Almost 6 at this point.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's kind of like a weird, not weird. It's not weird, but I'm saying like how we started this station, our podcast, when we literally, it was you, Alex, and I at the Vibe, and Mike. And I literally went up to Mike and I was just like, "Mike, how do we get on this?
What do we got to do?
How do we
Mike?
get on the bone?" And
What
he was
are we doing?
"You guys can't talk." And we're like, and we went, "Yeah, we can. We can talk about anything."
Like, what are you gonna make a show about? Like,
Yeah.
we're the promo guys.
And he was like,
okay.
I was like, "All right, what if I come up to you and present you with something?" And he was
Right.
like, "All right, come up with something." And so we did.
And I will tell you, it has been noticed.
Yeah.
We got an applause.
We're making waves around
That's
here.
funny. And that's another thing where, like, from promo days, like, we would sit around after our gigs or whatever, or during the gigs, and just talk about whatever, just nonsense. And everybody, like, every generation of promo team would do that. Like, we should start a podcast. We should do it. And I think you guys are the first ones that actually
really
did a
be the
podcast or have done it and stuck with it. Because, like you said, episode 15, you guys are doing it consistently. I'm seeing it throughout social. Like, if there was another one that had happened, it was maybe very randomly. Like, I know there was people in the building that had podcasts. I'm talking about, like, the promo team going, "Hey, we should sit down and we should do a podcast," and then it actually happening. Like, this is the only one that I know that actually happened.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's pretty
I'm
dope.
excited.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
This can-
Because that was like a big thing. Because originally, I don't know if I ever told you. Because like originally, I did this show like 5 years ago. We made like 120 something episodes.
Damn.
But it was a whole different show. It was called Pineapple Cast, but it was very music based. We were interviewing like mostly like reggae bands when they came throughout the area. Yeah. So that's kind of how that started, and then it ended about like 2 years ago because me and all my friends kind of got busy, and then it kind of ended there. And then this kind of, when we had that conversation with Mike, it was like, what do we do? I was like, well, we could start something from scratch. And I'm like, I already have this platform built that's been asleep for a few years. Let's just wake it up.
Nice.
And then we just kind of went from there.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, working the promo team is going to these events. You get so much material to talk about.
So
It's
much.
great.
all the
Right?
time.
Right?
All the time.
Oh.
There's a lot.
What
Yeah.
has been the craziest experience that you've gone out to like events and then come back to like talk about? Like, do you have any like stories on top of your head that you're like, oh my god, I always like love talking about this story?
So, like, it was one of the first bar crawl. So I've been working here, I don't know, like over 10 years now, 12 years, maybe 13.
Wow, that's awesome.
I don't remember when I started. I think 2013 is when I started. And when I became full time, it was one of the first bar crawls that I did being full time here. I had done other ones being part time or whatever, and it was a bone one, and it was crazy. We started the bar crawl. Originally, it was Spanish and Pap Pap doing a bar crawl, and they started at 5:00 in the afternoon. And this was supposed to not like that was like the pre-bar crawl, and the actual bar crawl was supposed to kick off at like 8 or 9 or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it was, but either way, they were supposed to go to like 5 stops along the way, and at each stop they were like, let's do shots,
What?
and they were troopers, man, and they got towards the end, and one of them was walking. I think Spanish was walking in with a beer, and then somebody stopped, and he didn't realize, and he just kept going and like bumped him or whatever. So the drink fell, and the security guard was like, "Oh, this drunk guy." He's like, "Get him out of here!" And he's like, "What is going on?" So I don't even know why I did this. Like we got them an Uber, and I, for some reason, hopped in the Uber with them to get them home. I have no idea. Like. I was like, come on, and I was leading them along the way, and I shuffle pap in, and I get them in, and I shut the door, and I get Spanish in, and I shut the door, and like I have a split second where I look back at Mike, and Mike looks at me, and I just go, and I just open the door, and I just hopped in the car, and I drove away, and Mike Calta's standing there, Melanie Martin standing there, Mike O was standing there, and they all just watch me, and they go, where the hell is he going? What is going? And then my phone starts blowing. My phone ended up dying. Like my watch ended up dying. Like I had everything.
Man.
So and I don't know what came over me, but I was like, I got to make sure that these fools get home because they were
gone.
They were, and still that's probably one of the like the Melanie always says like that's her favorite story to tell or one of her favorite nights. That's one of the best ones. That was crazy.
Those bar crawls are fun. Man.
Bar crawls are
bar crawls are cool.
The best bar crawl we did was, you guys remember when it might have been around COVID where somebody was like, let's storm Area 51.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We did an Area 51 bar crawl.
Oh my god.
And we had the listeners dress up as aliens or whatever. Dude, oh my god. Like that was probably one of the funnest ones. That was hilarious. Yeah.
I love it.
We were at the Calta Christmas one.
Yeah,
and that got pretty wild in Newport Richie.
Dude, okay. Here's a different story. I got accosted at one of the Christmas bar crawls.
Oh no!
Where we got done setting up. Oh Jesus, man! We got done setting up, and was walking by, and I don't remember what I was doing. I was texting or I was doing something, but I was outside one of the locations, leaning against the wall, and this lady walks by, and she goes, "You work for the Bone?" And I go, "I do." She was like, "Do you know Drew Garabo?" And I go, "I do." And she was like, "Oh," and then grabs my shirt and lifts my shirt up.
What?
Right? And I go, "Whoa." And I like go to take a step forward, and she pushes me against the wall, and another guy walks by and goes, "Get it, buddy."
No.
Jeez.
No.
So I made her buy me a couple drinks in the bar.
Heck yeah, I
And
would
then
too.
she got kicked out, and then I was like she was wasted by the time she accosted me. So when we went inside, she bought a couple more drinks, and then even the security guard inside was like, "We kicked your friend out." I go, "Dude, I don't know who she was." She threw me against the wall, and I made her buy me some drinks, and he goes, "Yeah,
Hell yeah.
buddy."
Hell yeah.
It was like
Good work.
bar crawls get crazy.
Yeah, they do.
They get nuts.
It is funny though, because
Dang.
like when we were there, oh, you were there too. You
Yeah.
were there.
Which one?
The Mike Calta Christmas
the Christmas one.
bar crawl.
Oh, yeah.
The Christmas
And
crawl.
literally everybody thinks, because we all were in the Bone shirts.
Yeah.
And they all think, "Oh, dude, we love you on air," and we're like,
Thank you.
That's
Thank
not
you so
us,
much.
but thank you so much. We appreciate that. And they're like, "Oh, can you get me on air? Can we get me on the station?" And we're like, "No."
That's when you pull your phone out and be like, "Listen, I'm the producer. I can get this content right."
"Hey, actually, go buy me a drink real quick." Just kidding. I didn't do that.
I mean,
Oh my god.
if you're not on the clock, no.
No, just kidding, just
Oh, I
kidding.
forgot I'm your boss.
We didn't hear that. You know?
This is your review.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
Unofficial.
then David said, "Please buy me some drinks."
I did not do that.
Nah, somebody came up to me and was like, "Man, I love you, Pap Pap."
Listen, just rock with it. Just rock with
Just
it.
roll.
Yeah.
I'm like,
an
bro,
honor.
he's 2 feet shorter than me.
And about 80 years older.
What the hell?
Whenever I work in 97X event, people always think I'm Sam.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like I said, just lean in with it. Be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, thanks.
I
I
did
just
a
had a
couple of
baby. I look
times.
fantastic, by the way."
That's funny. I will say the Bone has some really creative and some really interesting gigs that I've worked out of
Yeah.
all the ones. The one that sticks out to me the most is the turkey fisting competition.
Oh my gosh, the Friendsgiving thing.
Friendsgiving.
That was
What?
so.
It was
oh my,
unhinged.
I don't remember whose idea it was, but it was Kevin's responsibility. R.I.P. Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
He's not dead, by the way.
He's
He just hired us three and then left.
He's dead to me. No, I'm kidding.
He hired
We
us
miss
three, and he
you,
was like,
Kevin.
"Bye, guys. I'm gonna leave you guys
no.
alone
with
with
them."
Okay, he was going to be the last person that he was supposed to like onboard or whatever, but then the hurricanes came through and we had to like reschedule,
Oh.
and then that was Kevin's literal like last text to me. He goes, "Oh, it was great working with you. By the way, don't forget to onboard you."
That's funny.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
Aw, I hope Kevin's up to good things.
He's good. I
Thanks,
talked to him,
Kevin.
Yeah, I talked to him a couple weeks ago. He's doing great. He's doing
Good.
fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah.
You think he knows about Pineapple Radio?
We're gonna tell him. We're
Yeah.
gonna send him a
Tag
message.
him in this.
Yeah.
Tag Kevin below. Oh my god. Well, speaking about the bar crawls and everything, we have a snack time today. We're doing our snack time early. We like to do that if we have anything that may include any sort of alcoholicness in it.
Oh.
But today, man, I found these at Walmart, where I find all the amazing things. We're gonna be trying Slamsies, everybody.
Slamsies.
Have you all seen these Slamsies?
No.
No.
Is that like a
No.
buzzball?
I think so. I have no idea.
It is alcoholic.
It is.
Oh,
15%. We're going to share amongst the few of us. Let's see. We're going to be, it includes grape wine, real cream, natural flavors, certified flavors. Oh, colors, not flavors. And what all that stuff. Anyways, they had regular flavors. We always like to try the crazier stuff. So, of course, I got fruity cereal and banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
I feel like the Fruit
I'm
Loops might be
scared,
good.
bro.
This is disgusting.
You
Banana
don't know
pudding.
that you didn't try. Well, it's creamy. It's
no,
creamy.
just anything
You know,
milk and banana.
they're Chinese cigarettes. I ain't gonna try those either. You know what I'm saying?
But are they creamy?
What?
I don't know. Aaron, grab the cups. Grab
Hey,
the cups.
Creamy ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like creamy in my mouth, bro.
I don't know. I didn't think they would be the best thing ever, but you never know. They could be. They could be interesting. They could be good. We're gonna see. We're gonna see about it. Let's see.
So I used to work at a cereal-themed bar called Cerealholic, and we would make Fruity Pebbles drinks all of the time, and we
Yeah.
could never sell more than one at a time because people would
It was
get
that-
sick.
Really?
Yes.
Was it too much sugar? Was it too much alcohol? Was it too much?
Both.
Yeah.
Combined together.
I feel like it would just be too sweet.
with a nice plate of like French toast loaded with Fruity Pebbles at the same time.
That is too sweet. Like I get the alcohol
Yeah.
mixed with sugar will get in your system faster and it'll get you wasted quicker or whatever. But that is too much. You're just getting drunk at an IHOP at that point.
Pretty much. That's what it felt like.
Rudy Tooty, fresh and
It
fruity.
was crazy though, because they would even have like chicken tenders and cheese fries and stuff, but everything had
Listen,
cereal in it.
I can get down with some waffles and what is it? Chicken and waffles.
Yeah, but what if
Whoa.
the waffles were bread crumbed with Apple Jacks?
Oh, dog, that sounds great.
They kind of were good.
That does sound delicious. Maybe a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wait,
we should
Is
reach
that
out to
yours?
them.
Come
They're
on
actually
now.
not a
They're
bar
just
anymore.
giving-
They
Come
went on
on
Bar
now.
Rescue, and
Oh,
then
yeah, and then they
they
tanked.
didn't make it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Ew.
Would you like some in?
Damn, I thought I was
know
gonna
you said
trick
me.
you.
Please don't give me any of this. I want to give you.
That's
just
why I
a
grabbed the
tiny-
empty cup. I
gave
thought
you
I
a
could
tiny-
bamboozle
They were
you.
all empty.
Exactly. I could smell it
Dog,
from
this smells
here.
like glue.
It kind of. Oh, it does. At first,
This
it
is
smelled
not
like
gonna be
blueberry
good.
yogurt. So I was like, "Oh, this could be good."
Rest in peace to the horse that died for this.
Oh. We called
It
him
says
Lefty.
flavor for your face, 15% alcohol by volume. It's basically a buzzball, but it's made with wine, is what I'm hearing.
It says flavor for your face.
I'm scared.
Wine milk.
It could be good. This could be the drink. Wine milk. This could be the drink of the summer to pair with the beer braised summer of those
Ew.
Pringles. We
I
had.
don't want my summer to mingle with your summer.
You see how your glasses are round?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that guy got shot. Be careful, you know.
What?
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 Do you,
You know what I'm saying.
Ian said some crazy shit. Do you have a cheers for us? Or
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You don't cheers?
First of all, I don't drink all that much.
Oh.
But no, I don't do cheers.
Uh,
There are some that I forget. But
David,
no.
you have a really good one.
Yeah.
Don't do that one.
The
do a
same
different
one I
one.
did?
Is there a different
No. I
one
don't
that's
the other
similar?
one. No. I only do
Um,
that one. I do that one at like church, dude.
Oh, what?
I did it in front of a pastor's wife.
Oh my God.
We were drinking all Fireball.
Fireball.
To
To
Cory.
Melvin. To
Oh,
Melvin.
to
And
Melvin.
Cory. And
To Martin Luther King.
and
To love and to honor. If you can't come in or come on her.
Here, here.
yeah.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
All right. Let's. Oh my God. Let's see how this goes. I mean,
No.
It doesn't taste as bad as I thought it was
it's
going
not awful.
It tastes like something like medicine.
I spit that back in there. I'm not gonna lie with you. I spit it back in there.
It
So that answers
doesn't.
that question.
Yeah,
It doesn't have that party feel that a Buzzball has.
it has nothing a Buzzball has.
I've never had a Buzzball.
I don't know.
Neither-
how
I don't
feel
want a
about
Buzz
this.
They're
Ball.
more juicy. This is more like milky.
Hey,
Speaking-
this, that it
No.
like stabs my tongue. Like that is
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
No,
Yeah.
it's gross.
Are these supposed to be served cold? Like, are you poisoning me right
He
now?
doesn't know.
Did you
Are they
find
supposed
it?
to be cold? I don't know.
He traded.
No.
Wait, are you
homeless guy
pregnant?
for it.
You're not. You can't drink. You can't. Are you pregnant?
Even the homeless guy was like, "I'm not drinking this shit."
I mean, when I bought
There's certain
them, they were
reasons.
room temperature, so that's I
Fruity
assume you could just
Pebbles.
drink them room temperature. They probably are a little bit better cold, but I mean, all right. Now we're gonna see how banana pudding is.
No, I'm good.
Ew.
See that one?
I-
that one intrigues me.
We have to try
I do
a
need to
small
try
sip
it.
of the banana pudding. I would
be more down to try that than that. You should have gave me an
Really?
option.
You
shoulda
I
gave
feel like
me an
that was going to be
option.
the better of the
both.
two.
You gotta try them.
I don't
both.
know.
Yeah,
Did you
you're
try
right.
all
You're right.
yours? Oh, good job, big boy.
Whoa,
I didn't even
That's not
feel
for you,
mine.
man.
I drank it like it was a shot. By the way,
You're right.
It tastes like a licked tape.
right?
Or
Well,
like-
yeah, you got
It is
Chaser
nuts.
behind you. You realize
This
that,
is
right?
what I
like that
feel
at
like.
I'd rather finish the drink that I brought. Are you kidding me?
I feel like edible
Water.
paint would be like this. Like that's
What?
what I'm thinking. Edible
Ew.
paint.
You know, like the taste
Okay.
of blue icing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like blue icing has such a distinct taste, and that's what that is in liquid form.
Yeah.
Oh, like those dyes that are going to be banned.
Yeah.
Damn, I love Red Bull.
Blue,
I'm
42.
gonna cry.
42, red 19. Dang.
Dude, that's too much. What do you?
Lemon
I mean,
juice.
oh, yeah, and he mixed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, David, you're ruined.
I can't.
You got this.
No, I'm celebrating Ramadan right now.
This is too much. Come on.
Look me
You
in
don't
my
have to
eyeballs and
drink
say
the
that.
whole thing.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm celebrating Ramadan, my own version.
I told him we were trying this today, and he's like, "There's alcohol in that? It's Ramadan." I'm like, what are you talking
it's
about?
not Ramadan, and I don't.
All right, so what's
I'm a
this one smell
third day
like?
Adventist.
Smells like Laffy
Oh
Taffy.
God, yeah, it does smell like
Yeah, it
Laffy Taffy
does.
kind of, with just like paint.
I'm
Laffy
ill
Taffy
thinking
and
about
paint.
it.
All right, let's see. Let's see how this
it does
one
smell
is.
like a good banana, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a
this one's
banana
actually a
runt.
little better.
Really?
Yeah.
Banana runts. Is that not the ice
Okay.
cream, right? You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right.
No, it's not.
It's better.
Wait.
No.
A little bit. It's got that. It's got that Laffy Taffy banana sort of taste.
I
to
hate
it.
that flavor.
It's kind of
know-
making my tummy hurt.
Dang.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see myself ever having these. I don't know whose idea this was.
The banana was good. But whatever else was underneath the banana. Holy crap.
That wine or whatever.
I need a chaser,
It's
bro.
that
What
wine
the
milk.
heck?
Golly.
Now, do we
Yeah.
try them combined?
No.
Hey, I'm down if you're down. I'm down if you're
I'll
down.
try. Well,
Okay,
Listen,
put it
there
together.
he is. Go ahead.
we'll try. I'll
Go
try
ahead,
it.
big boy.
If you're doing it, I'll do it too.
While you'll do that,
You must snort
God
it.
bless you. You must snort it.
Snort the liquid.
Oh, man.
Is that how it works?
What are we doing here?
Oh boy! All right.
As you're
Banana
pouring that
was
up,
so much worse.
did you guys see?
No, I'm blind.
Did you guys see the snack that just came out from like feetfinder.com?
What are you on
You know about this?
Go on.
Do you know about feetfinder.com?
It's a natural thing.
No, it's a real thing. A
I've heard of
natural
it.
thing.
Yeah.
That was Corey's first
No,
job.
it's a real thing.
No, feetfinder.com is like the website where you can like people can post their feet, so like
Yeah.
people who love foot
Do you
fetishes
do you think
can like
this is
go
Design
in
and
and
sell photos
Yeah.
or
design it.
videos or content or whatever.
Did you just mute me?
There was a lot of red going on, David.
Do you
Hello?
approve or disapprove of Feet Finder, Corey?
I mean, whatever. To each their own.
Yeah, to each their own.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Can you turn me up?
Combined. I'll turn you up a little bit more.
Dang.
You're talking really loud.
There we go. That's better.
That
There
is-
we-
that's
now,
perfect.
now we're at the perfect.
There
level.
we go.
We're using some new equipment today, people. That's why.
It doesn't help you're drinking alcohol. We have a set. Leave it.
But Feet Finder just literally posted an ice cream cone
No.
that's like shaped like feet.
That's dope.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would look between those toes.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Honestly, they know their market.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
do you
That's-
also
yeah.
know the what's that actress from Euphoria, the blonde girl? Do you guys know
The
Sydney
one that
Sweeney?
they're saying
Not
is
Zendaya.
going to be
Not
what's
Sydney
from
Sweeney?
Sydney
Link?
Sweeney.
No, not Link.
Oh, yeah, I know what
Zelda.
you're about to say.
Oh no,
Sasquatch.
She's doing her own bath bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's like
saw
her
that.
bath water or something like
Sasquatch
that.
What?
soap.
Sasquatch.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
Sasquatch
it
bar
is.
soap
Good for her.
teamed up with her because
Yeah.
so she would post stuff like that, and she knew like it would keep going viral or whatever, and her followers would comment stuff like that, and that was like the number one thing of I would drink her bath water.
Bathwater, yeah.
Like
Oh.
that. Like people these days are like trying to like compliment and like find the one thing, and that's like the one go-to thing is I would drink the bathwater or whatever. So she got with Sasquatch, and I think they guaranteed like the first 1,000 or 5,000 bars were made with soap from her bath or water from her bath
That
or
is
whatever.
crazy.
Bro, they're just
man.
Yeah.
catching up. The Japanese got the panty vending machines. Okay.
Right. Oh, my God.
That
So-
yeah. So get with the times.
I saw today that Charmin reached out to her.
Yeah,
like
and
the
they said,
toilet
"Hey."
paper company.
Really?
all I said was, "Let's talk."
Good
So
for her.
use
Get that
rolls.
money.
Get the
that
bag.
money.
How much
Oh,
do you
that
think she's
bag.
made off of that?
Oh, lots of money.
She could probably sell those for $250 a bar.
Yeah.
That is
Easily.
ridiculous.
She probably made more
I'm trying to
than,
make it
like
to
a
that level.
seven-figure deal.
Oh yeah.
7 figures easily.
What I got to do? Just star in Euphoria for one season?
Go to feetfinder.com.
Go to
Oh,
Start
sure.
there
Finder.
first.
Okay. Step
Oh
one.
my
I'll do that
God.
after we're done
I think
recording.
we must establish when it's okay to violate your moral ethics.
I mean, I'm morally flexible, so
go.
it's fine.
Well, there's only one answer.
It's fine.
Only more than 6 figures.
It's fine.
You know.
Are you kidding me? I'll do it for a double cheeseburger. Sometimes there are times in my life where I would have sold a foot pick for a double cheeseburger.
Man, gotta eat.
$20 is $20. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Gotta eat.
Oh my God. So what do we think of these drinks here? How do we rate them here? How many
Dirty David.
Dirty Davids? Corey, we rate everything 1 to 5 Dirty Davids.
5 Dirty Davids being the best or the
Yes.
worst?
The best.
The best. Yeah.
Are negative numbers allowed?
Yeah,
sure.
You know,
Whatever you
sure. Yeah. I mean,
I don't.
listen.
Okay, so individually, I would say that the cereal one,
Yeah.
Mm.
it tasted good, but I didn't like the. I don't. I'll just flat out say alcohol not good.
Not good.
correct.
But the cereal one did taste good. So altogether, I would say probably a 1.1.
All right.
Okay.
Mm.
That's
All
pretty
together,
decent.
okay.
Why'd you ask
Yeah.
about negative numbers?
Because I was
Contemplating.
Just
He was
that curiosity. You know?
because
right.
the banana is -4, so like the average.
Okay.
That shit was
That makes
atrocious.
Really?
The banana
I
was
like the
awful.
banana.
Oh.
one.
I was actually more scared about the banana one, and I liked that more.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like banana Laffy Taffy though?
No.
Oh.
What?
I don't like any banana like artificial flavor.
That's exact.
period.
I like
Really?
banana, but I will not eat banana flavor.
yeah, like banana pudding, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Love, but like artificial banana flavoring, no.
No,
Not
I
a
don't do it.
taster.
Wow.
Disgusting.
I will say once we mixed them, I feel like the flavors kind of canceled out and it tasted like nothing
Yes.
but the alcohol.
Yeah,
No
Exactly.
bueno, no
I
bueno.
did not like
It
it,
did
at
that.
all.
it did do that.
I feel like it'd be cool if they had like Fruit Loop milk in like those Nesquik bottles. You know how they do like the chocolate or the strawberry?
Yes.
If they have that, and you can
That
just like
wouldn't-
shake it and
that
take
wouldn't
it.
be too bad.
But no alcohol. I
You
rate
know-
it 1.
What are you reading? You're looking at something really.
No, they have a
intensely-
TikTok and an Instagram
Yeah,
apparently.
this is
That
probably
scared
something
me.
that's big on TikTok. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
Seems
that's
like that
probably-
kind
because
of
it
thing.
tastes like that kind of thing. I would give it. I would give the banana one. I'm gonna give that like a 1, and I'm gonna give the cereal one like a half, a 0.5.
right. Like
I don't know.
I want to
It's
give it
not-
more. Like I like the idea of it, but
Yeah.
golly.
Yeah.
Like it's almost there.
Horrible
Yeah.
execution.
Now I will say they do have other flavors that are a lot more like normal. They have like a sour strawberry.
Why
That's
don't you get
probably
something
really-
like that? What you?
Well, because we don't do that on this show. We try the weird ones. Sour strawberry is probably really good.
And you guys only do alcoholic stuff?
No.
Oh.
It's whatever we
We had
find.
like pickle candy the other day.
Oh.
that was
See,
disgusting.
I thought you were going to go down like the drug route. Like
No.
you do
No.
weird stuff.
We try
Okay.
every
What,
drug.
like LSD next episode?
Oh, man.
We tried heroin with the local homeless
Episode
guy.
No,
of Dirty
he's
is
talking.
ketamine.
Call me back for that episode.
Oh my god.
Now, when you found these, were they just like nobody had grabbed them?
Yeah, it looked
Like,
like
was it
they were
just, like, in a
just put
section?
there. It was a section, but it looked like they just came in like in the past few days.
Was
like
it on the clearance aisle?
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
it wasn't.
That's what
It
I'm
was
saying.
like that
$70.
aisle in Walmart where it's just like all the cans and everything.
Yeah.
Like it was there.
Well, how much were they?
They're like $2.50 each.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's their
They taste $2.50.
They're going against Buzzball. They're like,
This-
do you want a milky
No.
texture or a juicy texture? And that's
Juicy.
yeah. Nobody wants to party with milk.
milk
think-
and
Oh,
alcohol.
White Russian.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I would like a gallon of white roll.
Oh God.
Yeah, no.
I think it'll be a hit for college freshmen.
The ones that hold their pinkies up and have a monocle, yes. Those ones, I
Ain't
think.
nothing wrong with pinkies up. Pinky
Were
up all
you
the
that
time.
kind of freshman?
Pinky up all
No,
the time.
no. I was store brand, Walmart brand vodka. That was me. Not anymore, but I was.
Hashtag party with milk.
Yeah. But let me tell you what is good. Party with milk. Let me tell you what is good. This cotton candy Alani. I just want to shout out that. It's just worth talking about. It's really good.
Well, if you okay,
Alani, if you
yeah.
want to sponsor
Yeah.
us, Alex
Weird.
is holding your can in every single episode we've
They're
probably
really
ever
good.
filmed.
They're really great. All right. What else we got? What else we want to get into here?
man.
Okay. While we're on the topic of food, let's get into the mystery pizza here.
Oh,
Now, because I know you guys were curious as to why I brought random pizza, and if anyone wants some pizza, we have 2 pieces of pizza.
What
So
yeah,
I came across an app this morning.
huh?
It's very interesting. It's a very cool app. It is called. Let me see. Hold on. I forgot the name of it. It is.
The suspense is killing me.
It is called Too Good to Go. Have any of you heard of this app?
Too good to go.
Negative.
I heard of it this morning. So have you guys? Have any of you ever worked? You got.
I think
Have
I get
any
it.
of you worked at a bakery before?
No.
All right. I used to
Who,
work.
who
at
am
a-
I? The Muffin Man?
you worked at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, well, they don't bake stuff there anymore.
But what do
Oh.
they do with all the extra donuts at the end of the night?
What,
good.
what did they do? You told
It's
me.
awesome.
Yes. So basically,
No, I took them home. I took everything home.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure you did.
unofficially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, the way this app works is basically it's a bunch of places like donut places, pizza places, bagel places, and all these places have extra food at the end of the day. So what you're able to do with this app is find these places, you pay $4, and you get a mystery box or bag of whatever they got left.
Okay.
So I
That's-
chose this pizza place, and they had pizza.
How much though? Like you $4, like you get a box of pizza. Like what if
Yes.
it's a Panera place? Like am I getting a bag of Panera goodies? For
You
$4?
get it gives you like an idea of what you can get.
Okay,
Like this
okay,
place, it
okay.
was like you can get pizza or you can get wings, but that's all you hear about it.
Gotcha.
So you can
okay.
make out really well. You can make out decent. I paid $4 and I got 2 slices of plain pizza. So it's
So
not
you
bad.
get, you
Wait.
get to choose the restaurant.
Yes, you can choose a restaurant.
Okay. So
Real
you're not
quick,
just-
what is plain pizza? This is the second time you've said that.
It's
Cheese,
just
right?
cheese
Yeah.
pizza. There's
Why would
nothing
you just
on
say
it.
cheese?
Because it's the same thing. Is it not the same thing? Is that
Slice
not
of plain.
interchangeable?
It's a slice
Yeah.
of cheese.
Yeah.
Plain is just bread, though, right?
No, that's just
Doug, that's a pita.
that's
my bad, my
unfinished
bad.
pizza.
This reminds me of Misfit Market, where they take all the extra stuff, like they did fruit leather as an example. They cut the fruit leather, and then all the extra scraps that don't get actually put into strips, they put into its own little bag and sell through Misfit Markets as like the ones that didn't work out for the bag,
interesting.
and then you get them at a discounted price.
Oh, I love it.
I always
cool.
like a good mystery bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like the Amazon stores.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Where you go in and pay like $20 and
The
go
hot
pick from the
bins?
bin.
There's
yeah.
a place on 49th in Pinellas Park. I think it's called like Treasure Bins or whatever.
Yeah.
Where like I don't know if it's depending on the day that dictates the price or something like that. So yeah, yeah.
That's
a
exciting.
good time. That's a good
That's
time.
cool.
This is just like pizza leftover.
Yeah,
It is,
right?
but
Like,
it's
sitting under the lamp, the heating lamp.
No,
for like
no, they
8
pulled it
hours.
out of the
It's like, here's
fridge.
$4.
Yeah, as long as it's not like a reamalgamation of multiple.
they
old
pulled it out of the
Somebody-
fridge. It's quality pizza.
Here's a returned pizza. Here you go. We're gonna sell this.
But how quality? Like
It's pretty good.
Gordon Ramsay
Aaron,
or
grab the
Indian
pizza.
street
Let's look at-
food?
let's
You
look
know
at
what
the
I
pizza
mean?
over
It's
here.
probably still in pretty good condition.
It's in pretty good condition.
There's
Some
just
pretty
mold.
quality Pizza.
What's
No,
on-
there is not mold on the pizza.
No, there's mold in the pizza.
No,
Get it
no.
straight.
See,
Wait,
look,
it's just 2 slices?
Did he
it's 2 slices. You thought
I
it was the
thought
whole
you meant a whole box.
No, it's 2 slices.
I'm sorry. We need to rewind it.
$4.
This looks so sad.
That makes more sense, actually, because a whole pizza for $4 is just.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't Hungry Howie's or like Caesar's $5 and you get a whole pizza?
Hot and ready, $5.
Yeah,
But
you
this
get
is
$4
This is
and you
like
get 2
New York
slices
style quality pizza.
that has been
Listen.
out for 8 hours.
New York style, as in you got ripped off.
I mean, not everyone.
New York. Thank you.
Golly.
Not everyone's a winner, but hey, this one, slices of regular pizza.
I swear to God,
I'm
you said
telling you.
everybody gets 2 slices. I was like, oh,
No, you
that's
don't-
crazy
you don't
for that
definitely-
tiny box.
Oh no, I said we had 2 slices. Not everybody.
I
gets
thought they.
2 slices.
There are
share.
2 slices.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I expected you meant 2 slices for everyone.
No.
Alex, can I ask, where is
Yes.
this pizza from?
It's from a place called Slice.
All right, cool. How much are the slices of pizza there?
How much
by
is the slice?
themselves?
$1.50.
No, it is. They are about. It is like $2.15 a slice. I don't
So
think
you
you can
didn't
buy
pay
a slice.
less.
I paid about the same amount. Yeah, but I took the 50-50 chance where I could have gotten something more.
So you knew there's 2 slices only.
I know. I
And
didn't
there's
know.
5.
I could have gotten wings.
What is your problem?
He could have gotten 3 wings.
I could have.
So, you're
So where
just
did the
like-
number 2 come from if you didn't know the quantity?
I didn't know the quantity. I just got there and there were 2 slices of pizza.
So-
He just knew I'm taking $4 and I'm paying it. I'm getting a
Yeah.
box. I'm getting a
I'm
mystery
getting a
box.
mystery. Yes,
And
exactly.
mystery box was 2 slices of
You're just-
plain pizza.
yeah.
So are we supposed to like Lady in the Tram this pizza, bro?
Yes.
Come on,
But
get one. We'll do
wait,
it.
let me tell you, you can also do. There's places on there like there are bigger places, like Krispy Kreme is on there. And Krispy Kreme, if you choose it, you get 12 donuts. You get
This
dozen donuts.
doesn't help your case. You're talking about other options you didn't choose.
But I wanted pizza. I didn't want donuts.
You only wanted 2 pizza pieces.
I didn't know I was getting 2 slices of pizza.
I'm gonna belabor you over this.
He's got a point. I'm siding with you.
Yeah, see,
listen, I get it.
It's
What's
a
it called?
surprise. It's called
Ripped Off?
Too good. Too good to go. Too good to go.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to-
Exactly. It was too good.
I'll pretend to
Just
look it
get
up
go.
right now.
It's it's,
gambling with the leftovers.
and look at this. And the food isn't getting wasted. That's the best part of it. Jerk Hut's on here.
Whoa!
No way.
I didn't know. I thought that was illegal. In the
So
States.
when you purchase something on this app, it's an app, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
So do you get to choose where you get the pizza from, or
Yeah,
is it
you
just
choose
like
where you're getting it from.
Like it just pops up a map and you're just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, see, like there's a whole map you can
Yeah,
choose.
okay.
A Circle K's on there. You can pick Circle K.
You get
What
the
are you gonna
leftover
get?
taquitos.
1 gallon of gas.
It's taquito. The Circle K ones like taquitos, pizza, chips, like
Wizard
stuff like that.
fingers.
They have Whole Foods on there.
this? Wow,
Yeah, you can. It's the possibilities are endless here.
it's a crazy way to gamble.
It is,
Let me tell you.
and it's only $4. So
if you
it's
have
not,
$4 you want to burn. and possibly
Hey man,
get-
it's 2 slices of pizza. You can't
Exactly.
get 2 slices of pizza for $4 anywhere.
yes, you can
All
from
right.
slices where you got this pizza from.
And they'll give you change.
Jeez, man. Well, speaking of change, I'm too upset over the 2 pieces. You heard about the cents, dude?
Oh my god,
They
I wanted
are-
to hear about
yeah,
this.
what's going on?
I need to get y'all's 2 cents on it. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear what's going on with the penny, Corey?
No.
They're gonna discontinue production in 2026 fiscal year. I tell you, it's wild. No more pennies, boys.
Mr. Lincoln's gone
So how is that going to work?
because it costs 4 cents to make a penny.
Right,
I
that
get-
I've heard.
No,
get that,
3
but, like,
cents and
oh,
3.69 cents.
You know what you can do with that? You can go to this website, slice a pizza.
You can get a slice of pizza.
You can get 2 whole slices of pizza.
But go ahead.
Oh,
It's,
me?
it's 3 cents
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
make a penny, and they're like leaving.
No, they're
not
not
making
making
anymore.
them. Yeah,
They're leaving.
They're just migrating out. Bye.
I feel
No,
like
because
But
yeah, what?
if I go to the store and I spend, an odd number amount and I'm supposed to get pennies as change, what's going to happen?
They'll just
Oh.
if it's like 7, like let's say it's 37 cents back, you'll
Yeah.
get a 35, and then they'll just give you an IOU, and then you can just redeem the. It's like the tickets at an arcade. When you
see,
have
yeah,
enough
they're-
for either a nickel or a dime or a quarter, you can redeem it for an actual coin.
There you go.
But until then,
See,
it's just
that
an
works.
IOU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean-
But until then, there's 240 billion pennies in current circulation. So I think we're good for a while now.
But does that mean pennies will be worth more?
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because
Collector's
older
editions.
collectible
Yeah.
ones, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got on that a couple years ago.
Yeah, Ian collects
Y'all
coins.
behind the curve.
That I don't. That doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me.
I tell you, I got an Indian head coin from like 1893.
Nice.
I love it.
I don't know where I was going with that, but
Are you
I have it.
are you somebody that does like the penny machine? You like get it like printed out when you go to those like
I was.
touristy attractions?
I used
love
to as a
those.
kid, but I went to Mosey recently, and you don't even put your own penny in there. You scan a card,
That's yeah.
and I was like, "This is," and there's no
I hate
handle
it.
to turn.
They
I
lost
hate
me
it.
on that too. Yeah.
Oh,
I was about to lose it. I was about to crash out,
And
boys.
and it's like
Defeats the
$2
purpose.
instead of like 51 cents. It used to be 51
Yes.
cents.
Although, pro tip: if anybody's going to like a Universal or like
Mm-hmm.
like a Busch Gardens or like a theme park or whatever, and you see somebody use a card and they only get 1 coin, go up behind them and do it because they don't pay attention. If you use a card, it charges you for all of them.
Oh.
Yeah, my son went up there and he was reading it and he goes, because he asked, he was like, oh, I want the Spider-Man one or the Venom one or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, and he looked at it and he goes, oh no, when you swipe your card, you have to get them all and it charges you like $15. And I go, oh, never mind.
What?
And then we were standing there looking at something else and some lady comes over, swipes her card, gets one, and he just looks at me and goes, and I go, and he just walks over and then just winds it, pop out, and they all popped out, and he grabbed it, and he's like, well, let's go.
That's awesome.
Jackpot.
Yeah. So every single time we're out there now, he'll go up to every single one. We'll be in the middle of a conversation. He's like, hold that thought, and just walks away, just crank, and he's like, nah, not this one.
Just camp out by it until
Yeah.
somebody
What a
steals
way
your
to
card.
catch on.
Right?
He just sits there and just like collects all these coins now.
He's smart, man.
He
He's
is.
a smart one.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, if he can scam something, he'll find a way. Yeah.
Was that like a proud moment for you?
Oh,
you were
dude,
like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I recorded it. I was like, oh, man, this is going on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
I got one of those from Buc-ee's a couple weeks ago when I was in Daytona. Yeah, I was proud of it.
Love
I wanna
when I
go
go
to
to
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
I've never
I
been.
love
neither.
Buc-ee's. You need to. Buc-ee's
far
is
away,
like a
though,
rite of
isn't it?
passage.
Yeah.
I think it's like northern Florida now.
But they're-
oh wait, they're building one.
Yeah, they're
soon.
building one.
Are they, like,
Yeah,
over
where
here?
is that?
Yeah, like an hour and a half away.
Oh,
in,
that's
Yeah.
in between here and Orlando. I
day
think.
trip to Buc-ee's.
Not bad.
Let's
Day
go.
trip-
No.
Yeah. See, there we go.
They're huge though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
They got
Have
that
literally
brisket.
everything. The brisket's so good.
It's like a Walmart gas station.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
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 with
it's
over
enormous.
100 pumps.
Yeah.
So you no line, no wait.
You could buy everything.
And it's kind of has like a cult following.
Yeah,
It
it
does.
does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, you know, if you just wear a Bucky shirt, you know you're going to get stopped and be like, Bucky's. I love Bucky's. Or like during Christmas time, now people have all the inflatable Bucky's.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Oh my
It was
God.
funny because we were going to Rockville, and so then at Rockville we saw everybody with the big Buc-ee's hats on because everybody stopped there on the way.
That's so funny.
Oh,
So
And they
funny.
eat good ass food, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
food's so good. Oh,
It is
I've
pretty
had the
damn
beaver
good.
nuggets. They're pretty good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't eat nobody's beaver nuggets.
Beaver nuggets. I'll get down on some beaver nuggets
Oh,
for
man.
sure.
I'm scared. Goat testicles?
Testicle.
Was it Rocky Mountain oysters? Is that what they're called?
Oh, I don't know. It's just
No, that's bull testicles. That's
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
it's a little different.
Oh my God.
I think it helps.
go ahead. What is this concrete butthole?
I don't know. That was
concrete
somebody
butthole.
else.
I'm intrigued.
The
So-
concrete
I'm scared.
butthole.
I just learned about the concrete butthole. I was curious as to if any of you guys knew about it. I know, well, Erin's the one that lives in St. Pete, so I feel like, do you want to tell us what the butthole is?
I do know about the concrete butthole.
No.
So, on Central Avenue at 11th Street, there's a monument, I guess we can call it. It's supposed to be the sunshine. But what I'm pressed about the concrete butthole is that a St. Pete resident did not build the concrete butthole. They hired somebody from Canada,
What?
I think it is, to come to
What?
St. Pete and put the sculpture up. But it's a big sunshine in the roundabout on Central.
I think I know what you're talking about.
If you saw a picture, you would know the concrete
Yeah.
butthole. But
oh man,
it's supposed to be a nice, beautiful depiction of the sunset and the sunrise meeting, but it just looks like a giant concrete butthole.
It's crazy.
Boo. And
What
a
do you know about it,
Canadian?
Alex?
That's even worse,
I think he
bro.
was
They're like
Canadian.
one step away from French, and they're disgusting.
Oh my God.
Man, this guy's gonna get canceled.
Hey, I'm just saying what everybody's been thinking this whole time.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a lot about it. I've never seen it. I saw a video about it on TikTok, and that was essentially where I was like,
This guy sees a lot of videos about buttholes.
That
There we
does
go.
look like a concrete rectum.
Oh my God.
Knew
This is
exactly
a
it.
monument for me, though, because every Sunday morning we go out here with the Global Left Project and we sidewalk chalk around the concrete butthole.
That's pretty cool.
We're kind of like
Yeah.
worshiping it in a way.
Worshipping the butthole.
Yeah.
You're scattering
We
its
put
essence.
prayer flags up on it and everything.
Man,
Oh
It's
my
true.
God.
every Sunday.
No, last
Jeez.
week though somebody climbed into it and it was actually really cool because I've been wanting to do that for a
Did it get
long
messy?
time. No, yeah, but I've always
man.
wanted to climb into it and I saw somebody chilling up there and I was
Whoa.
like, that's the life.
Oh man.
Love it.
But yeah, so I heard about it because as I've been telling you guys, I've been just kind of diving into the TikTok stuff since I'm very late to the game and getting on the TikTok. And I've started scrolling into things like that, and I also fell deep into the Scientology talk thing where people are not invading, but harassing the people in the front desk of the Scientology places, and it's hilarious.
That's
so
not
funny.
fair, man.
It is.
That's not fair.
But
It's interesting.
it's funny.
It can be funny and interesting and all that, but like they equate it to, would you do that to like the First Baptist Church that you drive past every single day? Would you go in there and just start harassing the minister or the pastor or whatever the hell they're called?
Well, if they were getting people to sign $1 billion contracts,
$1 billion
year contracts, excuse me.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe.
No, but
That's
instead
crazy.
they just swindle everybody out of every little change that's in their pocket every single Sunday.
Yeah.
Like every religion has their own little thing.
Isn't
so-
that kind of what Martin Luther did with the 95 Theses?
What?
right?
He, like,
Feces?
Theses?
Oh.
I'm
He
scared.
marched up there and posted his
Yeah.
Yeah, but
statement for
you don't
everybody.
gotta say your religion just to make a point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's interesting because like they'll like close the door. They'll like a bunch of kids will go in there, and this one guy, he goes up and starts yelling like, "Yo, don't kidnap those kids!
Oh.
You're gonna sign a $1 billion contract."
Lord.
And then they'll like run out of there, and then it's
I've seen the ones
but-
where they're walking down the street and they notice whatever and they'll like scurry inside and
Yeah.
lock the door. But
yeah. See,
it's just
I always
harassment
see
at that
the
point.
ones where they're
Yeah.
like closing up shop and like the girl is like closing the blinds and they're like, oh, she does have a heart.
oh my god. Oh man.
Well, I think it's important to know, especially since Scientology's hub is directly in Clearwater.
Yeah.
You know, their Sea Org hub. It baffled me because one of their buildings is directly across from the Sound.
Yes,
It's true.
I was like, bro, they're getting a free show from the top balcony every time like Air Supply's playing. This is crazy.
Part of that billionaire
God.
contract.
Oh,
Yeah.
front row to the front row to the
I tell you,
show.
man,
Oh man, how does that
it's
work?
scary.
Like, how
What do
does
you
a
mean?
billion-year contract work? Like, you
Well,
just,
it goes into their religion.
Yeah.
You know, have y'all ever heard of? If you're a Scientologist, turn this off. Xenu.
Yeah, he's their
Xenu.
he's
He's
their
like their-
alien
the
guy.
alien
right?
guy.
He's
Yeah.
their Jesus.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
a good way.
Space Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was Ron Hubbard.
No, that's the
he's
guy that
their
came up
God.
with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
He's the one that
wrote.
made
I
it.
think
he
he's
wrote
their
the
Messiah.
book. He's
Wait,
the,
they're the
Oh, I see.
Wait,
he's
he's
the Mark
their
Twain
God?
of
The
of
prophet.
Scientology.
Yeah.
Or the prophet?
Yeah,
Well, like the Ron Hubbard, like he's the creator. He
Yeah.
Yeah.
created it. So essentially, he would be God, and then Xenu is the person that you would pray to, which is their Jesus. Yeah, it
Yes.
just
Weird.
You can check out their merch store down in
Yeah.
Clearwater. Just get anything you need.
Oh my god.
Do you think they make them watch all the Mission Impossible movies? Just on loop.
On loop.
That's a good. Yeah. That's a.
Oh my
The only
god.
reason they keep making Mission Impossible movies is because they make everybody watch it.
Their overhead is so low. Free labor,
So
I tell
good.
you.
That's part of the training. You watch the first 3 of them.
I've never seen any of the Mission Impossible
Me neither.
movies. Apparently, like it came out in like the 1990s or
Yeah,
something like
something
that.
like that. Yeah.
But it just came out with like what? Its 8th one.
I think so. Yeah, I
Dude,
think
that's crazy.
I know I watched like
Actually
the
watched it, yeah.
first 2, maybe 3, and then like after that, I was like, it's too much. Just like with the
Yeah.
James Bond, like the 007, I'll watch.
Yeah.
Like each incarnation, I'll watch 1 or 2 of them, but like it's just so much, man. It's so much.
How do you feel about the Marvel movies?
Same thing. Like I watched every one
Oh.
until Endgame, and then after
Yeah.
that, once they started including TV shows and spin-off, like
Yeah.
it started
Yeah.
getting way. And then they were
It's a
coming
lot.
out. It was every single year. Like before, it was every couple years they would come out with a movie or whatever. But then once it became every year and multiple times a year, like now I'm just going for like the big things, and even
Yeah.
that. Like I watched the Ant-Man Quantumania.
Oh,
I was
yeah, that
excited
one was
about
not good.
Whack.
Garbage.
That
Really?
one
Yeah.
sucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucked out loud. So.
Did you ever hear the theory where like the Marvel movies is what back in the 60s what like westerns were? Like every movie, every television show was all about westerns.
Yeah.
Until it got oversaturated and everybody like every story was done, so they were just like, we're done with it. We're not going to make any more westerns. It's cut to now the last like what 20 years or so. It's just been straight like every $1 billion movie is all like
Yep.
superhero movies.
Same thing
Yeah.
with Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there a lot of
It was zombies for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everything was zombies. Like, you could not get away. NBT, you had one of the years. Our main like logo was a zombie hand. Like you
Really?
could
Wow.
not get away with anything from zombies.
You're saying the apocalypse has already happened?
I mean, listen, it might have.
We're in the Matrix now.
Once
buddy.
CERN turned on that thing, oh my lord!
The thing,
Well, the I don't remember what the hell it's
the
called.
Large Hadron Collider.
There you go.
You're scared of an atom smasher.
Once that came on, reality shifted a
Oh my
little.
God.
and
You think,
it's been a little funky ever since.
Oh man.
or is that just something you took at the same time? You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Blame it on something else.
Oh my god.
Ah,
What else we want to? We got a lot on this board.
We
David,
do.
pick something
Well,
off the
let's cherry
board that we
pick.
want to talk about here.
We do that
What
one.
sounds the most interesting here?
Hold on. I really want to talk about this sloth encounter.
Oh, the sloth. Or you
Oh,
were there for the
yeah.
sloth,
Were you
right?
here for the sloth?
When it was here,
yeah.
Yeah.
Corey was here.
yeah.
Did you know that Alex missed it?
Were you supposed to be here?
Not
no. So
on the
my
work
favorite
schedule.
animal is a sloth.
Okay.
So as soon as I found out that there was a sloth going to be here, I texted Heather. I'm like, "Hey, I need to be there to meet the sloth. I need to give it a hug." And she's like, "Yeah, this would be great. You can come meet the sloth." So I looked on the schedule because it was like, oh yeah, 9 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shoot to get there at 9:30, just so like they do whatever's going on, and I'll get there right towards the end, hop in, give it a hug, take a picture, and then get out of here. I'm pulling in. I'm like 5 minutes away. It's like 9:25, and then I get the call from these two, and they're like, we don't want to break your heart here, but the sloth is gone.
Yeah, they left pretty quick.
Yeah, they were in and out.
Man,
Is that when I
was
hung
so
up on him?
upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my
No
God.
sympathy, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it was so sad.
I also to burst your bubble, you wouldn't have been able to hug the sloth.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
Heather said.
Yeah.
She's like, you wouldn't have been able to touch it. I'm like, oh, now that's fine. Now I feel better
maybe you've
about
been
it.
able to pet it, but
Yeah.
that's about it. So.
Yeah.
Like a quick secret. Well, I'm sorry.
Well,
I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Were you guys
Sloths-
able to touch the sloth?
No.
No.
We did not.
Oh,
I like to keep on my fingers.
Dude, they're vicious, bro.
That surprises
Is it really?
me. I don't.
They pretend to be slow, man.
Yeah.
Really?
They will.
Oh my god.
Plus, like their claws, they're sharp as. Oh my gosh!
Oh my
yeah,
God.
they will rip you apart.
would you rather fight a sloth or a raccoon?
A sloth. No, actually, a raccoon. Because
Really?
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
if I go to kick a raccoon, like the little tiny nubby paws, like at
Yeah.
least
Yeah.
if it's gonna scratch me, it'll scratch me. And okay, now I got to get a rabies shot. Whatever. But a sloth, those big ass like
Oh, yeah.
hooks,
Yeah.
man, that thing's gonna dig in me, and
Well, hold on.
I'm not getting my leg back.
Nope.
I don't know why this just came to my head. Have you guys been keeping up with the news where it's like a zebra is on the loose in
What?
Tennessee?
No.
No.
What was this, Madagascar?
Yes. So apparently, well, this is crazy. It's not from a zoo. It's actually a pet zebra.
A pet zebra.
A pet zebra
It's
is
like
on
Tiger
the
King?
loose in Tennessee. I don't know if it's like Tiger King or whatnot. It's been going on for the last 3 days, and I guess it got out and started running it away, like just like up and down like the highways and whatnot. And they're still on the
Jeez.
search for it.
That's so funny.
So it's hilarious, and everybody just keeps running out and like getting like videos of it.
Yeah.
But my question is, since this person had a pet zebra, first of all, crazy, what animal would you domesticate?
Oh, if you
A
could.
rare animal. Me, I would like domesticate a gorilla. I think they're
Really?
so badass.
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
I
Would
watched-
you have it do chores around the house?
I would hopefully try to train it. You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
I watched a video one time where they taught a gorilla how to play Minecraft, and they like set up the
That's
settings so he could like tap the screen and do everything. He like beat the Ender Dragon, all that. It was awesome.
See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like if
Dope.
I would want some type of primate so that I could almost like somewhat communicate with it.
Yeah.
Because of like the Planet of the Apes, where like they learned how to do sign language and have my own like King Kong or Caesar or whatever it's called. I think that'd be so dope.
That's
You can ride a gorilla, right?
Yeah.
You can. He would,
In
like,
what way,
pick you up.
David?
Not
Like,
like,
he would-
that.
Oh, I don't know how
my
you swing.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He would
No
probably just
way.
like carry you, like just like
Yeah.
sprawled all. Yeah, he'd, like just carry
Fireman
you.
style. Yeah.
I like that.
Are you
That's pretty
kidding me?
cool.
I would go up to that thing every day and be like, uppies? Like, yeah. I would do.
Rock me to sleep, Harambe.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? That would be amazing.
Harambe 2.
Harambe too.
Uppies is crazy.
Oh my god.
What animal would you domesticate?
You're not ready for this, man.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
A fucking hippo.
A hippo?
Oh, that's a good one.
Why? So what? Why? Why a hippo?
It is a literal alive vehicle that is amphibious and can crush an entire watermelon with one bite. If you can domesticate that, you have an unstoppable force of a hippopotamus army. I tell you, nobody. You can knock over cars, eat people, swim sneakily.
Aren't they the world's dangerous animal, or like for like men or something like that?
For men?
Just for men.
Well, I don't
Only
know
for
for men,
men.
but just
Yeah,
like
'cause
mankind.
Women are
Oh.
smart enough not to go there, and they're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell?"
What the fuck is that thing?
And then the guys like Ian are like, "Watch me."
I got this.
Oh my god. Oh,
A
man.
hippo.
I just gotta tickle it.
I mean, like a sloth would be like my quick answer, but like I don't know, maybe like a kangaroo could be cool.
Oh.
I
Yes.
feel like that could be fun.
You can hop in
Kangaroo
its
Jack.
pouch.
And
Oh,
yeah, see,
true.
like it can carry your
Yes.
stuff for you all the time. Like follows me around the day, like puts the stuff in his little pouch, and
He'll beat the shit out of you if you.
he'll be like my bodyguard. It'd be great. He just like
Isn't the pouch like its uterus or something like that?
yes, but it can still hold
Yeah.
snacks
Yeah,
in
so
there.
it's
It can still hold snacks.
Hey, I don't want no vagina snacks.
Just bring some bounty because it is moist.
Female condom. Then we're good.
Corey, what would you domesticate?
Like they're already. I mean, I've seen them domesticated before, but octopus. Like I
Oh,
yeah,
that would be cool.
I love
Oh.
yeah, but they're so like you can't contain them. They will
Yeah.
figure
Yeah.
out how to get out. Like
Yeah.
it's difficult. So they get to a certain size, and you're like, I gotta let you free. So
They'll
but they
open
only-
all your jars.
Yeah, they only live like a few years anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, like they're not that long. Like I would say 5 maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Bunch of octopussies.
yeah. If you ever get a chance, My Octopus Teacher is a great.
Oh, I heard that was
I've heard about that.
That is a dope ass
Yeah.
documentary. I might have teared up a little bit.
Wait, it's a what?
It's called My Octopus Teacher.
It's a doc.
What is it about?
It's a documentary. It's a guy where he finds, meets, and builds a relationship with an octopus, and discuss studies it, keeps going down every and the octopus ends up like recognizing him, coming out, and like building a friendship. Yeah, like it's a big thing. And
Oh,
but
shoot.
and he's doing a documentary, so he can't necessarily interact. So he's recording it being attacked, and like he can't do anything. He can't he can't interfere with nature. So he's just watching it, and then like it is a great documentary, and it goes through the whole. Yeah, I don't know if it was a whole life or whatever, but it goes through.
Is
a
this
decent
what
portion of it.
the Way of Water is based on?
I don't know. It might have been.
You remember that movie
No,
where it's like
I remember Waterboy.
it's definitely not Waterboy. No, The Way of Water is like the remake of like the Creature from the Black Lagoon or something like that. It was like Del Toro, somebody he made it where the woman falls in love with like the fish man or whatever.
What the hell?
It came out a couple of years ago.
Fishman.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't
feel
know.
like
Way
I
of
never-
Water.
Never heard of it.
Something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, look it up. What would you domesticate?
I'd probably domesticate an emu.
An
Oh,
emu.
yes.
I know people already
Yes.
do that, but I love watching the videos where they just put their arm out and they stop them while they're running at them.
Oh my god.
I feel like it'd just
love
be
it.
kind of comical.
That would be.
My dad got attacked by an emu.
No way.
Yeah, in
Really?
Texas.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay.
He lost an eye though.
Oh,
The emu
what?
or your
Because
dad?
the
From the
No, I'm just kidding. But we were in Texas and literally it was like one of those. Have you ever done a drive-through zoo
yeah.
I've heard of those.
where you like take your car and you drive through the zoo, but like everything kind of like comes up to your cars, and I guess you can kind of like feed it.
That's
and I guess,
exactly
like,
what they call 'em.
The emu like literally just came in, and my dad was like feeding it. And he started like attacking my dad. So my dad had like drive away.
That's so great.
The Six Flags in New Jersey that I used to live relatively near, they used to have that, and then they stopped it because monkeys kept throwing poop at the cars, and they had to stop it.
That's funny.
I can't imagine that happen. That would be crazy.
The 70s was wild, man. Golly.
It's okay to imprison animals. They're stupid.
Hey, listen, they
No.
wanted if they really wanted to leave, they would.
How?
The zebra did it.
They'll figure
zebra
it out.
did it,
Yeah,
yeah.
see? There
That's
you go.
true.
Hey, they're evolving.
They're evolving.
Watch out.
Evolving.
Oh my god.
Planet of the zebras.
Planet
Yeah.
of the Zebras.
That would be crazy.
I think there's somebody in St. Petersburg that has a pet zebra.
Really?
I remember talking to somebody and they were like, "Oh yeah, I have a zebra back at my house." And I remember I drove past and I saw it, but I can't remember where or who it
It
was.
was just a dog with white stripes. Are you kidding me?
oh my god.
Have you ever seen
Lord.
anything crazy out on the road, like while doing this job, and being like, Holy shit! Why is there a monkey or why is there a zebra here?
While doing this job,
Oh.
no, not that I can think of. Like, there's been times where like we'll pull up somewhere and I'll get there and I'll look at my email and I'll look back at it and I'll look at the address and I'll Google it and I'll go, this is what we're doing. All right,
Me too.
we go in, we make it work. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there was one time where it was in the studio. I was here for you guys know if I were to say this name, you guys probably know it. Medicine Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
He
love
just had his-
Medicine Man.
He just had his birthday. Happy
Yes.
birthday, Medicine Man.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday.
So
Corey was like, "How do you guys know that?"
no, I mean I know. I hate that you guys are like friendly with him, but
Oh,
whatever.
no.
He's fine.
I'm not mean to him.
We had him in studio, or not. I don't want to say we, but the Mike Calta show had him in studio around Christmas time. Around Christmas
Goodness.
time, they had Bert Kreischer was in studio.
Oh.
Ralphie May was in here before he passed, and they put ornaments on they taped ornaments on Medicine Man's back, and they stuck him over there on that side of the room. And then they stood on this side of the room with a rubber bullet gun,
No.
and they were shooting rubber bullets at him. And if they broke it, like they associated with different points and different prizes or whatever for the audience.
That is crazy.
Is that real?
God.
That was crazy. There was that, and then one of the other ones, which was bonkers. They had. Do you guys know the crew? Mike Busey from the Sausage Castle.
That sounds familiar.
I heard about the Sausage Castle.
That's weird.
This was years and years and years ago. He used to roll with a crew, big LA. This guy was enormous, so big to where like he literally would carry a gun under his titty. Like he would flip it he was a big guy, never wore a shirt, nothing. Like he was just a monster of a guy. And then a little tiny 3-foot midget. Her name was Little Jess. That was. And
Cool.
I think she might have been a porn star at one point. Maybe she was.
word.
Maybe she is.
Love
whatever.
that.
She was in here hanging out, and she. Long story short, they had to take her out in a stretcher. The ambulance came here.
Oh.
And they took her out in a stretcher, and yeah, it was. She was.
What happened?
Well, I mean, she drank like an entire big person bottle of alcohol.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and she was wasted. Like we had a huge studio audience, and it was a huge thing. Yeah, it was nuts watching all of this happen. But that was back. All of a sudden, COVID hit, and all it started doing nothing fun anymore. And we can't really get away with having stupid parties like that anymore.
Yeah.
But it was different. Even 15, 20 years ago, it was getting more and more insane. Like they used to have back when I used to listen to radio before I even got into it. They used to have strippers in all the time. Like they would they would have people making out, like a mother-daughter making out. They would
Whoa.
like
God.
they would,
What?
All right, that's a little much.
there's been have you guys heard of Gay Chicken? Like they would do where they would have
Explain it to me.
well they would I don't remember who it was, but I think it might have been Kiss tickets where they were having just two guys get as close as they could, and one guy was just like, I'm going to see that concert. And it was just like,
My God.
yeah.
Oh.
So much so they were like, okay, you guys can both go.
Oh my God.
But it used to be so fun, and now just people are just scared to really do anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
a different time.
Yeah, I think it was a Tove Lo show of all things. We were doing ticket drops for Tove Lo, and it was the last ticket drop, and gave away all the tickets. I had a little bit left, and I was coming back to the station, and I'm driving the 97X vehicle, and people are honking, and it happens. I'm sure it happens to you guys too. You drive
Yeah,
the station
wave
vehicles,
at
people
'em.
honk, people wave,
Yeah.
and they honk, and I'm like, hey, and then the guy's yelling something, and I'm like, okay, cool guy. Pull up to the stoplight, and he's like, I listen to the station all the time. I love it. And I go, hell yeah. And he goes, were you just giving away Tove Lo tickets? And I go, yeah. He goes, do you happen to have any more? And I was, and I wanted to say no, because I'm not getting out of my car. No.
Yeah.
And he goes, my wife will show you her boobs. And I go, I'm pretty sure I have some tickets. Yeah. and like he leaned back, and she leans, and she was like this, and I go,
what?
And I just leaned out the car, and I had like a stack of tickets, and I go, here you go, buddy. And he goes, right on. And I go, enjoy the show.
That's hilarious.
Over Tovlo, bro. Like, what?
Of all
Never even
people.
heard of him.
But
my
like,
God.
stuff like that does not happen anymore.
What do you
That's
what,
crazy.
what do you
Yeah.
think was like the reason for that? Or, like,
Yeah.
Me too.
She wanted
I
tickets
really
to-
like, and not necessarily like that stuff was
in a
happening.
negative way. Yeah.
But like, it was when the Me Too movement was happening in general around the world.
Oh.
That's when obviously everybody was like, maybe we should all kind of take a step back and look at what we're doing. And it might be funny, but if like, it might be funny in our bubble and not necessarily in this building, but like our bubble as in the listeners. And like, they
Right.
remember at that time that they were doing that and that was so funny and they've grown since then. But to an outsider looking in going, wait, you did what? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it does sound a little absurd. So they're like, maybe we should back off. And we've had more people now, more eyes on it going, no, you really shouldn't do that. We should, you know. So
Well-
I feel like that was like a turning point. And then, I mean, just maturity, really, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think because like the shock jockeys,
Yeah.
just all of them around. Do you think they all kind of changed the same? It was all kind of like an environment where everything just kind of shifted.
I want to say that they might have aged or phased out,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
or they're at their tail end. Like
Right.
Calta mentions all the time, like he was in the shock jock era or whatever, but like he's towards his end, and now like people coming in now, they're not going to be doing shock jockey stuff or whatever. Now we can't even think of an idea that people didn't do back in the '90s, or we can't even think of an
Right.
idea that people are going to go, you can't get away with that now.
Exactly.
Like some of the stories that we talk about in these promo meetings, like, oh, we used to do this, we used to do that. There's absolutely no way in hell we can get away with doing now.
Yeah.
Like it would be fun, it would be amazing. We could probably find 1,000 people that would be like, hell yeah, that's great. But you would find one person that's going to go, I don't like that.
Especially with like sponsors too, right?
Yeah.
And that has to be
That's a big thing too. Yeah,
Yeah.
where sponsors come in and they go,
Yeah.
ooh, we don't want our image associated with it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Which is fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it all that also comes with trust. Where if just a normal, like if the sponsor knows the brand and all that stuff, they could be fine with them taking extra risks or whatever.
Yeah.
But you get somebody new, or you get they're like, I'm not touching that. I'm not,
Yeah.
no. So yeah.
I think we've seen that a lot. Multiple incidences. The first one that comes to mind is the Bud Light, the David or
Mulaney or whatever.
yeah, that
Mulaney?
one. Yeah, the
Mulaney?
trans person on the can, trans can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
and
time we
everybody's
worked-
freaking out over it.
We worked a gig right after all of that was happening, and we were sponsored by Bud Light. Like pull up with all of our Bud Light signage and everything. We go in, and there's a giant Trump flag over the wall covering their big Bud Light sign, and everything else was painted over black
Wow.
at the bar.
Yeah.
It was not a good time. That was not a good time.
I feel like
No.
even just recently when we first started, like even people were like, we don't want to drink Bud Light.
Yeah.
yeah,
And you know what I mean? I don't know if it's because of that or whatever, but like,
who knows? But also, like everything kind of ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
I think they took a big hit with that. But I mean, every company kind of has a stumble along the way.
Yeah.
with something that they reach out and they're like, "Ooh, that was kind of stupid. Maybe we shouldn't have done that."
Yeah.
And, they'll bounce back. It'll be fine.
Well,
in my opinion, I feel like the shock jockeys are coming back though. It's slowly getting back to that generation, or like a new generation's coming out.
Yep.
Where it's
Yeah.
not necessarily maybe not be radio. It might actually transfer over to radio again, but podcasts
Right.
like this are like huge again.
I
You know what
always
mean?
say nostalgia. Like everything's on a 30-year time tick. 30 years ago is when the shock jocks were doing this stupid stuff, and that's how you're going to get more people to listen is to do that stupid stuff and talk about. Like I agree with you. We definitely need to do maybe not everything that they were doing, but
Yeah.
at least bring some of the stuff back. You've got to step over the edge a little bit in order to get talked about. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely agree.
that's cool.
My question, because I know you've been working in the industry for a while, is there's always going to be a necessity in some fashion for radio communications and entertainment on that media form. But do you see it getting less attention to where this sort of entertainment will be replaced by internet platforms?
In a way, yes, because you guys probably do it too. Even though we all work for radio, you guys hop in your car and you probably put on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple whatever.
True.
But then after a while, and I know I'm experiencing it right now, you're going to get tired of your music. Your like you're going to get, you might be able to get your Fresh New Friday or whatever, but like do you guys eventually go back to the radio and listen to the radio every once in a while? Like also, like in the state of emergencies, the hurricanes are coming through. Those podcasts aren't going to be able to tell you what's going on and where to get gas and where to get bread and where to get milk and where to get all that nonsense. That's where the radio comes. And we open up the phone. One of the biggest things, and I know you had mentioned it at the beginning of the podcast about the bone and the hurricanes.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that we do is just we're an outlet for people who are stuck with nothing. You're stuck without power, without access, without anything, and the only thing you have is somebody talking to you on a radio, and you know that you can call and you might be able to reach out to them and at least be like, hey, listen, everything got shut down. I'm just trying to get word out to my friends or whatever. Hey, I'm great. And we have people that did that. We had people that called up and was like, I just got my phone turned back on. I haven't been able to talk to anybody. You guys are the first person I called because everybody I know listens to you guys.
Oh, that's cool.
So like you can't do that with a podcast.
No.
And somebody even was like, oh, we should really have these podcasts that go live every once. Yeah, dumb. That's radio. Like that's what radio is. It's local.
Yeah.
You're not going to see these podcasts come in and raise $1 million for Metropolitan Ministries. That goes right back directly into the community. And that was one fundraiser we did.
Yeah.
Like during COVID, we raised it was Feeding Tampa Bay, or we were doing Feed It Forward or something like that, where we had people call up and donate money and all that stuff. We raised, I think with the sponsors and everybody donating, I think it was like $400,000.
Wow.
And then Vinnick over with the Lightning heard about what we were doing, and he was like, hey, I like that. I'm gonna bump it up. Not to 500. I'm just gonna round it up straight to a cool million. And he rounded us up to $1 million.
Wow.
And that was for 1 day's worth of fundraising.
Dang.
We do the Thanksgiving fundraiser every year.
Yeah,
we were there.
yeah.
Us three were there for that.
The toy drive, like the food drive, the toy drive, like we do all that stuff. I mean, the podcasts don't do that. Like they're that's nothing. So I feel like eventually the pendulum will swing back to radio because no matter what, like I'm still going to listen to the radio and I'm passing that down onto my kids as well. And and even my daughter and my son, like they listen to the radio. They get their music from Spotify and all that stuff. But like my son, I don't know how I convinced him, but he brags that I'm cool, and he's like, "Oh my god, my dad's on the radio!" And he tells all of his friends. So now he's getting
cool.
It is, right?
Yeah.
So like now he's getting his generation into listening to the radio, and he was on my Instagram the other day doing something, and his friend was looking over his shoulder, and he goes, "Scroll back up. Your dad met T-Pain?" Goes, what the hell does your dad do? And he's like, my dad meets a lot of people. Don't worry about it. Just
Wow.
So
I think you do. I think you're hitting a point there too, because I feel like radio is now it's very like community centralized.
Yeah,
you know
local.
what I mean.
Yeah,
and very local.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of people are now coming back to that. I mean, like we see like a lot of podcasts or even streamers. I mean, streamers are just like that's just radio.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but I feel like, especially with like your child, right, where they're finally seeing, they're like, oh, it's actually like it's accessible. I could do that one day, and I feel like now everybody's starting to realize, like, oh yeah, this is it still exists. You know what I mean? It's not something that's like across the world or from a different state like these streamers are, or like any of these like Instagrammers, influencers are.
And it's like a localized celebrity feel.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
Like
Correct.
and it's so that's always a good thing too. So
no, that's cool.
That's a good way to look at it. You know, more of a community outreach. You know,
I've born and raised here my whole life. Like I when I was younger, like I never thought about it when I was younger, but like I guess looking back at it now, like I want to do something to give back to my community, but I'm not going to go to a park and plant trees. Like, I'm too precious to sweat. Are you kidding me? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I got to get that beauty sleep.
Yeah,
you know?
So like I got to give back to my community somehow. So that's why like every time hurricane, like I have always said, even before being in radio, my favorite season is hurricane season. I love the storms. I love as horrible as it sounds. I love the destruction and the aftermath. Like I want to see what it looks like afterwards. I love those videos and photos and all that stuff. But I also love going down there and helping out with what I can. Like the company that I worked for before was like underground locating utilities, where I would go through and I would find all the utilities and all that stuff. And some of our people had to go down south and help and do all that. Like it was just this is the easiest way I find to get back to my community is, there's a hurricane coming. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's get you have water and you have bread. Let's get you guys together because you need the other one. Like, and it's a swap shop essentially.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad, especially like it does bring people together because people get so consumed in their own like lives and personal lives that they forget about everybody else around them. So like when something like this does happen, it does bring everybody together. So I do feel like that. So yeah, that makes sense.
And I always refer to the Bone as like just a soap opera basically. It's just a soap opera on radio. Like every single day, you might get a rerun every once in a while, but it's days of our lives all day long.
Yeah.
So
dang,
it's fun,
dude.
man.
I don't know. I just wonder, man, with this whole thing. I know there's been a huge push over the past couple decades for more nationalized radios, right? News stations and so on and so forth. But if we as a radio industry succeed with the local community and knowing that there's only a limited amount of frequencies available for the radio, what is more important, a nationalized system to get the most important information out to people using this radio, or saving the radio for local support and camaraderie?
So with that, and I do like that, what you're referring to are actually two different companies, essentially. The company that wants to make it all nationalized and have one person per market, and then we're just going to have you voice track for Seattle and Washington and over here. That's iHeart. iHeart loves to do nationalized. Like there's just nobody else. Like they'll have a small team here or whatever, but for the most part, it's all tracked in. Yeah. But if you sit in on one of our meetings, that's one of the things that they always lean in on is live and local. Like we have somebody on every single station. There's an actual person that goes into every single one of our studios and broadcasts live. Now, we might have somebody who's from a different market tracking in a certain day part or whatever, but still, for the most part, it's still all live. It's still local. It's still whatever we can do, because when push comes to shove, somebody from Sheboygan isn't going to know what's happening down in Dale Mabry. They're not going to. They're not going to be able to pronounce Ehrlich Road. They're not going to know that it's Ulmerton. Like they're not going to know any of these things. They're not going to know any of that. Like so, we try to make it as live and as local as possible for that specific reason.
Yeah.
So because the other guys, it's just nasty. It's cookie cutter. It's the same thing. If I could be driving across the state and have to, when you hit that certain point where all your radio stations go out and you have to start surfing the channels or whatever, and hear the same person on a different station, I go, wait, what the hell? And they're just, and then I'm in another state, and then they're on that one, and I go, what is going? Where does this person actually live?
Yeah.
Oh, they actually live in Kansas. What? Like I've been listening to them for 10 years on Largo.
Yeah.
What? Like, get out of here.
And do you think there's a benefit to that, or is local radio gonna outperform and have more longevity to the community?
To the community, I mean, live and local will always prevail to the community, but to the corporate suits and the pockets, they want to make they want to have as little outgoing and as much incoming as possible. So I mean, like it sucks because I can see everything from everybody's side. So while I would say, hey, we need more people, let's get more resources, so that way I'm not doing the work of 4 people. At the same time, they're like, well, you've been doing the work of 4 people, and you can actually do the work of 5, maybe 6.
Goodness.
So now we could squeeze more out. Like it. So I get where they're coming from, but it reaches a certain point. It's Jenga. Like you start removing too many blocks, and the whole thing's going to crumble. Like you're not going to be able to survive. So that's why I've always said that live and local. It's the best. So.
Dang.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What is one thing you want to bring back?
More stunts, more stupid shit. I just want to be dumb.
Yeah.
Like I miss the going to Comic-Con or going to Fetish Con or going to I never did it. I never did it, but I always listened to it. Like that was the things that I listened to. They would go to Fetish Con, they would go to Comic-Con, and they would interview people. They would interview the nerds that are cosplay, and they would go to Fetish Con and be like, "Hey, how hard have you been hitting the nuts?" Like that's what they're trying. Like it. Yeah. And we don't do that anymore. But it's because we don't have people like that.
Yeah.
There used to be. Looking back on it, was probably very dangerous. But they did a segment. Oh my gosh, it was called. So back in the day. Nowadays, new music comes out on Friday. Back in my day, it was Tuesdays. So they did a segment called New Release Tuesday.
Okay.
And they had somebody down at the 49th Street jail, and as the newly released convicts would come out of the jail,
Oh my god.
they would interview them.
I love it.
And they would pair it up with a song or whatever. You know, New Release Tuesday,
That is
8:10 or whatever. So they would play the new song, and then coming out of the new song, they would have Boy down in front of the, whatever.
That is wild.
Interviewing.
Oh
So
my
what were you in
God.
for? Armed robbery, whatever. Somebody was like, oh, it was a violation probation. Like it got to a point where like somebody was like, oh yeah, manslaughter or something like that. All right, and then just like started throwing cookie cutter questions, and then was like, all right, thanks for your time. And then was like, I gotta go. I am terrified for my life.
Absolutely.
So if you guys talk to John Senning, I believe he did a couple of them at the end. So
Really?
if you ever
Oh
run
my
into John
God.
Senning, ask him
You
about
have to
the
ask him
release.
that.
That'd be
Yeah.
wild to do that now
Dude.
and just be like, yeah, I was in for manslaughter. Whoa, that's great. Have you ever heard of Benson Boone? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
But like that's another thing is
Yeah.
the Bone would get phone calls from jail.
Oh my God.
because they don't have access to like podcasts or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, so
They
they
have
get
radio.
I remember
Yeah, so they have
CJ.
radio. Yeah,
CJ
okay.
would tell me that a lot of his like callers, not a lot of his callers, but
Yeah.
some callers would call in from
from
jail
jail.
and be like,
Wow.
"Hey, this is the station I listen to."
The Bone
Wow.
had a regular caller called King, and he smuggled anything. Like he smuggled his phone into jail. Like he smuggled a whole bunch of. He was like, yeah, they come to me, whatever. He was like the guy from he was Cheeseburger Eddie. Listen, baby, anything you need, I got it. And he would pull out a
Oh my
cheeseburger out of his
God.
pocket.
Yeah.
That was the guy. Like
Crazy.
And he would call in all the time, and like he would just disappear. Or he would be like, "Hey guys, I need to take a break a little bit. They're gonna start searching these cells," and he would disappear for probably 3-4 months, and then call back up, and hey, like, "What up, baby?" And they're like, "King!" Like, I think he actually was away for murder. I think that might have been one of the reasons I would like maybe we should stop talking. About it. Yeah, but we also didn't want to like completely cut him off because I mean, obviously he knew where we would work.
Yeah.
So the terror terror factor also kind of played in a little bit. So
Oh man.
Dang.
We need to bring this back with New Music Friday and just go up to like homeless people at the parks and stuff
do
like that.
and get their
A
opinion.
more safe version of it. Yeah.
Get their opinion on the new songs.
You
There we
know,
go.
I don't give a fuck about Sabrina Carpenter. Give me a goddamn malt liquor.
that's all, y'all. I can't do homeless people.
Oh,
See,
come on.
No,
That
I'm
would
not.
be
I'm,
fun.
I'm scared of homeless people. We've said this on the podcast. I have this
You
like,
have said that.
irrational fear.
Yeah.
of
Is
homeless
One
it because,
time-
is it because wherever they go, they're home?
Oh.
One time I set up a sidewalk chalk little organization thing with some homeless people, and it was actually really interesting to see how many of them had like diehard like favorite artists that they listen to all the time, and like
Really?
movies and stuff. Like just seeing what everybody was interested in was so cool. This one lady was really obsessed with Titanic, and so she drew a gigantic boat. It was probably like 4 feet by like 3 feet big.
Good Lord.
She drew the boat, and then next to it she wrote Titanic, but she spelled it wrong, so it just said
Period.
Titanic.
Oh my.
Did any of them
God.
draw a house?
No,
Aha.
They don't remember what it looks like, bro.
no, but they were drawing like constellations. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
wild.
my god.
Give homeless people their voice back.
Yeah.
Little
Some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them are homeless for a reason.
That's
Yeah.
true.
my
Some of them are
God.
mute too. They don't have a voice.
That is
Oh
true.
my god.
Well, Corey, we'll bring it back for you. We'll bring back
Yeah.
all the stunts
Yeah,
and
we'll make it
shenanigans
happen.
for you.
There we go.
Let's do
It's
it.
coming.
I love it.
It's
Do
coming.
it.
We're only on episode 15, everybody.
Hey, we
Episode
could
20.
we could try to get Steve O in here. You know what I mean?
There you
Oh.
go.
I know he would do something.
We'll get Medicine Man on here.
Medicine
He's our
Man.
Steve O.
That dude calls me and texts me all the freaking time.
He has your personal phone number?
Not my personal phone number. I think he has my Google number. And
my
he has
God.
my office line. But
Oh, no.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I was smart when I got this job. I made a Google line because
Yeah,
I have to
that's
call
good.
winners or whatever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if they get
Yeah.
annoying with it, I'll just like, all right, well, I'm going to deactivate this one and create a new one.
That's smart.
So yeah,
That's cool.
Oh my god! I remember the day that we met him at Next Big Thing. Like he walked up to the table
Lord.
when we were working at, and we are like, "That's an interesting guy." And
Yeah,
David
man,
looked at me. He's like,
man.
"Is that Gene Simmons?" I'm like, "No."
Is he always intoxicated?
See, he's not.
Really?
He'll get drunk at the shows, but like when he just shows up randomly, pretty sure that's just him.
Yeah,
like
it seems
he
like
is
him.
just. I'm pretty sure he fell off his bike one too many times. Like, he is just not.
Oh, no.
He does not seem right there. He's also 74 years old, so
Yeah.
he's a frail old man.
If he knew Wing Chun, he could live to 100.
There we go.
Yeah, it's the key.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me in like 60 years from all my head injuries. Oh,
All right,
man.
Aaron, do you want to talk
don't-
about the Halsey concert, and then we'll talk about what we're listening to?
Oh yeah, the Halsey concert. That was
Oh,
exciting.
yes.
I was working at the amphitheater,
Oh,
so
I
I was
forgot
getting
about
paid
that.
to be there, which was really exciting.
dope.
I had never seen her before, but I really wanted to see her when she was on tour with Imagine Dragons, like forever ago. It was probably like 2017, 2018. She did that tour. I had tickets, but I couldn't go. So I've been waiting for this since then. And she put on such a crazy show. Corey, you were there, right?
It was. I say this to everybody. From the first time I saw her live, she is a goddess.
Absolute goddess.
She is a goddess. I love her.
So it starts out this like innocent Alice in Wonderland, like cute little smile, her little dress on, like Disney character action. And then all of a sudden she's half naked chained to the stage.
Oh my God.
Women are like dancing on top of her.
That song was Control, and that is my favorite song.
Dude, it was so good.
I love that song.
I loved how quickly she could change character from being this like bubbly and then just stone cold.
Yep.
Like night and day. She is just such a talented like
She
performer,
really is.
like director. She put this whole entire performance, directed it all herself. It felt like I was at an IMAX movie, like
It was
watching
a show
the full
within a
production.
show.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like we're watching her songs or whatever, but like she's putting on like a performance within. 'cause
Very
it was,
theatrical.
Yeah, it was Act 1, it was Act 2, it was
Yeah.
Act 3, and dude, it was so good. It was so great, so great.
Wow.
How was it going to with your son?
So
I could not imagine that
no.
dynamic.
so we knew, like I knew I was going there to begin with, and we had seats, but we also ended up getting down into the pit. And at first, like we both knew that we knew Halsey songs, but we didn't know we knew as much, I guess.
Right.
And even we were like on our way there, and I do this all the time. It doesn't matter who it is. Like I'm on the way there, and I go, do we really want to go? Like we could just. I know this place that gives $4 pizzas. Like,
Get 2 slices.
let's,
Two slices.
Let's just hit that place.
Too good to
instead.
go.
Man.
And I said that to him, and he was like, "Yeah, maybe we just stay for a little bit." And we got there, and it was the second song, and like we were debating whether we wanted to actually go down to the pit or not. And as soon as like that second song came, he was. He jumped up and his eyes got all big and he was like, I know this one. And I go, give me your wrist.
Cool.
And I put the pit wristband on him, and he hauled ass down there, and we went down, and we were like, I had looked up the set list ahead of time. And I was like, all right, we'll leave after Colors. Well, that's fine. Control comes on, and then Colors will come on a couple songs later, and we'll leave after that. And he's like, all right, that's fine. And we just kept like, we were like, oh my god, we know this one too. We know this one too. And then by the time that one came on, we were like, this just looks so cool. Like, let's stay for a little bit longer. And then it was towards the end, like him and I were still talking about it 3 days later. He was like, that was the best show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like,
Cool.
he goes, if I could relive that show, I would definitely relive it. And I told him, I go, you need to tell your mom, we both need to thank her, because without her, like we would not know these songs. Like, so, and it was my weekend with him. So she was there anyway, and she was down in the pit. So we all kind of just met up towards the end of the set and kind of just hung out. So
That's cool.
it was good, but she hopped down in between the pit and the seats at one point.
Ooh.
And oh man, my son almost fought somebody.
Really?
Oh shit.
So
Wow.
we were like, I obviously didn't know. Nobody gave me a heads up.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That we were. So I turned around and I see her, and he's like, "Oh my god, Dad, look!" So we run, and he was like at the barrier for her to walk by, and I guess I didn't see this. Some guy or somebody had grabbed his shirt and kind of tugged him back.
Whoa.
And he looks and he goes, "What?" And he's like, "You're a kid. Get out of here." And he goes,
What?
"Dog, I will fight you." And he's like, he goes, "Scram, kid." And then I guess my son like threw his shoulder into him and he goes, "I ain't going nowhere." And then like just kept standing there. And by that time, like I got behind him and he goes, "Do you see this asshole? I almost had to knock him out." But then she ran by and I'm videoing and I don't want to brag, but she looked directly into my camera. Like looking at my video, she looks directly.
Oh, that's cool.
That's special.
I love it.
That'll melt you for sure.
Oh my god. And then she disappeared. And my son hit me with the uppies because she was down in the pit. He turned around. He goes, "Hey, you can lift me up real quick because I can't see her." And he puts his arms like this. He goes, "Just a little bit. That's all I need."
I love it.
Dude, it was so good. Like at the end, he was like, "I'm so glad we stayed." It
that's
it
great.
was so good.
Yeah,
so
definitely
good.
like overall performance, like theatrics of it all, best show I've ever seen.
I will always go and see there are certain bands, like I went and saw, I think it was not Foreigner. It might have been Foreigner. Journey. It was Journey.
Oh.
And I obviously, Journey songs.
Yeah.
And I went there thinking I knew maybe 3 songs. And even that, I was like, I just want to see it. And it was a good show. It was a good performance. It was I went and saw Elton John. I was upset that he didn't play any of the Lion King songs. Apparently was apparently was playing all of his new stuff.
Boo.
How dare he?
But like I just I'll go and see any show to see the show
For sure.
Yeah.
Her, I will every single time that she is in town. I will go. Oh my god, dude, she is
Wow.
so.
Yeah.
I love her.
I would never expected that.
I
It was
love-
breathtaking.
I won't necessarily like her new album. I haven't even listened to.
I didn't listen to it
Didn't
either.
listen to her new album, and that was that's what I was afraid of. That all the artists they usually tour their new album, and
Right.
she had a few songs, and those songs I was just standing there. My son and I were talking, just bullshitting, whatever. But like it was still a really really good show theatrically. Like it was spot on, fantastic.
All
Limp
right,
Bizkit,
Halsey.
close second.
Oh. I'm seeing them for the first time Friday.
Are
I'm
you?
very
Are you
excited.
really?
I'm excited, dude.
Man.
That's exciting.
I love
nice.
Limp Bizkit.
I'm excited too.
I will
I don't think his
say-
biscuit's gonna be limp.
Are you an Insane Clown Posse fan?
Oh, we're back on the
Damn
ICP.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm
No.
like
I'll,
I'm on an
No
island
way.
again.
No fuego. No fuego. I will like. They had a few songs that I found out through the radio, of course. They had a few of the songs, and like I liked a few, but no, I'm not a. I am not.
I know.
ICP fan.
I saw your Disturbed tattoo.
Yes.
Are you a big
Yes.
Disturbed fan?
Yes, I'm a huge-
Obviously.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, good.
And then it's funny because unironically, as soon as they started singing about like mental health, I was like, ew, gross. Like, and I just started like not listening to them anymore. So I'll still listen to their old, dark, twisted stuff. But
that's so
yeah,
good.
that's
You might
yeah.
need the mental health messages.
I'm going to talk to a therapist.
Good.
We don't
It's
need
important.
Disturbed.
No, we good.
Mental
quick-
health is real.
It is real.
I'll just go get another tattoo.
There you go.
It works
That's
the same.
best
Yeah,
therapy.
it
man.
really does. I
I'll
hate
bottle up
needles.
my feelings.
I will pass out if I get a piercing.
Yeah.
I almost passed
Something-
out when I got my ears pierced.
Really?
Yeah.
Your ears pierced and you almost passed
Yeah.
out?
Well, I was like 18, 17, something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
got
was
mine
a
done
wee
at
one.
3 months old.
No,
Oh
get
my
out of here.
God.
I would have.
You won't even remember that. Yeah, right.
Real quick on the Halsey show still, I just want to say she did all of this, put all of this together after dealing with lupus and leukemia.
Yeah.
Wow.
man.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yes. And
That's
she's
crazy.
still such a mastermind and still out there performing for everybody and still
Good
Stop.
giving it her all. And she's like
Amazing.
putting her whole soul into it. And it's very admirable.
My son didn't know that she was wearing a wig.
Oh,
And like at the very first one, like he was like, "How is her hair staying in place so well?" I go, "That's a wig." He goes, "It is not a wig."
That's a
And I go,
wig.
"That is absolutely a wig." And then like a couple songs later, he hit me. He goes, "No, that's totally a wig." I told you. And
That's
then then she
hilarious.
changed her hair, and I go, "It's a wig,
That's
bro."
a wig.
There you
She
go.
wasn't back there with a curling iron or a
It's a
straightener.
wig,
Like,
brother.
yeah, come on, man.
Okay, now back to tattoos and therapy. I do think that there is a correlation with like physical grief that's held in your body. Like when it's kind of similar to like how acupuncture works. It's like a release of like
Yeah.
actual stress and strength that's like in
Yeah.
your body. So I think that getting a tattoo like in like you hold
Yeah.
anxiety and you hold fear and anger in like different parts of your body.
Right.
I think that tattooing that actually
Yeah.
helps
Yeah.
release
That's
it
not bad.
in a similar way to acupuncture.
Comparable to like yoga, holding a specific position, kind of holding that stretch, that comfortableness, and then release, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to bring it all back to yoga again.
Or just have
No,
a
but it's
tiny Asian
similar.
lady walk
Yeah.
on your back.
A tiny Asian
Does the
lady
same
walking
thing.
back.
Sometimes that works.
I mean, hey,
For me, it
that
does.
too. That too. Oh man.
You
It
know
does
any?
wonders.
Do you
Huh?
know any?
Yeah.
Tiny Asians.
Yeah.
Send them my way.
I got you.
Asians.
I got you.
Oh man,
Dang.
But great shows, great.
I know some
music.
Mandarin for him too. Man.
What?
I'll be your wingman.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I blocked them out like 10.
That's how it goes.
Welcome
what
to the
are we
radio.
listening to, people? What
Yeah.
are we listening to?
What
Let's
are we
talk
listening
about
to?
this.
Corey,
Let's talk
during
about
this
music.
segment, we actually list off music we are listening to this week,
Oh,
whether
you
it be
guys-
new music
You guys are in
or,
for a treat.
Oh my god.
Oh,
or
goodness.
just something that we're just jamming with this week.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything fun?
I'll
like
start.
That.
You want to
What do
start?
you got?
Yeah,
What do you-
so-
Let's hear your earworm.
John Bellion finally released his new
Oh.
album. He's been dropping some singles for the past couple of months, and they've all been great. But I do want to say that the album is fantastic.
Oh.
He's been working on it for like 6 years, and this is more of like his own thing, his own style. He's no longer with a label that's not his own, and he's kind of exploring this idea of being an artist while being a father and like creating this whole family dynamic within his music. So the album's called Father Figure, and he writes from the perspective of his father, from his grandfather, and then also from him as a father. And it's just such a journey to go on. But he did the thing. He went back in time and released it on a Tuesday. So this actually came out yesterday.
Look at that.
Yeah, I thought that was funny you were talking about that.
Right? You're
Damn.
like, why a Tuesday? It makes no sense. Now you're like, now you know. Now you
It's
know.
so random. but-
Interesting.
Yeah, and then my favorite song on the album is Don't Shoot. So check it out.
All right.
It'll be
Very
on my
good.
playlist on Aaron's Earworms if you guys want to listen.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Corey?
I got two actually.
Yes.
All right, let's
Two
hear it.
songs I've been listening to on repeat. Brand new one from Falling in Reverse, God as a Weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
That yes.
I love it. I love it.
Fantastic. Amazing. Amazing. And then another one, I don't know why I'm playing it right now. I accidentally clicked it. Another one that I heard the other day, I was in a store the other day listening, it just popped up and I go, what the hell is this? And I immediately grabbed it. Artist is called YG. The song is called Naka.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
It is a fucking Naka.
Why?
Golly. It is,
I love it.
I'm telling you, you've got to listen to that song.
Corey, do you know what pushin' P means?
We need to know.
Pushing that P, bro.
Uh,
Yeah. I know all about Pushing P.
Oh, very, very good.
I actually have no idea.
Pastrami.
it's a song.
No, it's not,
Placenta.
it's not pastrami.
Pastrami.
It's a good thing, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
All right. So I found a new band. I'm hyped. You guys know I love the theatric stuff, like
Yeah.
the Ghost, the Alice Cooper, the people who dress up, put on a show. I found a new band. They only have one song out, but it looks
Oh.
like it's going to be another direction to that. They're called President. They have a song called In the Name of the Father, and the singer has a president mask on. It's like the mask of another person's face. It's horrifying. It's cool.
Interesting.
And I'm kind of interested to see where this goes.
They only have one song.
They have one song. Well, because they're like new.
Yeah.
So I'm interested
Where did
to
you
see,
find them?
Online. I
Okay.
just started to see random pictures of this guy with the face of an old man on his face, and I was like, I have to look at that. That looks really interesting.
All right.
We'll
But
check
yeah,
it out.
it's pretty good. I'm hyped, man. I'm seeing Ice Nine Kills for the first time Friday. I got my Ghost tickets for next month. I'm hyped.
All right. Are you going to see
Exciting.
Falling in Reverse when they come in August?
Maybe.
All right.
I'm thinking about it. I'm
going.
considering it.
I'm going.
I haven't
For
seen them yet
sure.
either. I'm slowly getting into them.
I saw them a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and same thing. I had just started getting into them, and I saw them, and I was like, "Damn, this band is pretty dope." And then I started. I've been listening to them ever since. So I missed them. They were at Rockville last year.
Oh.
It was them, Slaughter to Prevail, and Tech Nine. Well, all
Oh.
three were performing on the same day.
I love Tech.
And a week prior, they had just released the brand new the single.
Oh,
Ronald.
Ronald? Yeah.
Oh, and they
That
performed
sounds
it.
crazy.
Oh my god, and I missed it.
Oh
So, yeah.
my god.
Sorry.
It's all right, man. I got the King of the Trees, the Lorax, back again with
The
another
Lorax.
hit wonder,
Oh my god.
also known as BLP Kosher, with his hit single. Well, I don't know if it's a single, but it's his hit song, Mazeltron. The famous Jewish rappers back at it again, boys, releasing hard hits and making fat stacks and paying homage to his Jewish heritage. I cannot love it anymore. Listen,
I don't get his character.
it's not a character. This
Not
is
a
me.
character.
This is me. Check it out.
I
No,
think
it's
it
okay.
actually might just be him.
I'm him.
I am him.
Wow.
I am the Lorax.
I will
speak
say
for the
though,
trees.
listen to his artist. He's blasted in the van one time,
Oh
and
my
I was like,
God.
"Oh, this is actually kind of good."
Yeah, it's kind of bugging, actually.
And then when everything's in Chinese and we're in the car.
The Chinese rap. Yeah.
I like Russian death metal. So
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Could be up your alley.
that was Slaughter to Prevail. Yeah, the band I was just talking about.
No.
Come on.
Yeah.
Who's the
Out of
German
touch.
one who I'm thinking? Who sings Duha?
Oh, that's Rammstein.
Rammstein. I love Rammstein.
The Duhas.
Everybody knows Duha.
Well, not me apparently. Jeez.
You should see their
I
concerts.
know Jewish rap.
Look at their videos of their concerts.
really?
Holy God.
It looks like you've stepped into the gate of hell.
yeah,
my
it's
God.
insane.
Yeah.
They're wild ass concerts.
Have you seen
man.
Gwar?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen them live, but I've seen videos of that.
I saw 15 seconds of Gwar live, and that's all I needed. I looked and I was like, all right, that's them. Cool.
Crazy.
I went to Rockville and I saw Bad Omens and I thought that was intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lit the whole stage on fire for like 5 songs straight.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Disturbed had one of the Disturbed had the hot at the same show. Breaking Benjamin open. That was the loudest
wow.
I had ever heard a show ever. I was in the pit and my ears were hurting. Oh
my God.
It was obnoxiously loud. I so much so to where I was like, this doesn't make any sense as to why it's so loud.
Right.
And then that same night, Disturbed played, and that was the hottest show that I had ever. There was so much fire. At one point, the piano was on fire.
my gosh.
everything that could shoot out fire was shooting out fire, and it was
craziness.
so freaking hot.
God.
Yeah, insane.
Jeez.
Dang. All right. I've been listening to Drake's new song Nokia. I know I'm very basic with all this kind of stuff, but I don't know why this song has just been hitting me all the right. I know I'm the one out on this side. I listen to all the basic white girl songs.
No, we love it.
Yeah.
We love
Someone has
David.
to. It's got to be
Somebody
one.
has to.
We
It's
gotta
got to be
be
me.
one.
But Drake's Nokia, it just gives a lot of 2010 Drake vibes. So I've been digging it. But also, Giveon. If you guys listen to Giveon, he has a new album coming out.
Oh.
And I'm ready to cry because it's so good. I think he's
Yay.
released the 2 singles thus far, and it's so good.
May I add an honorable mention?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Token.
Token.
Oh, the rapper Token. Dude, I love Token.
Yeah.
When's his album's coming out soon? Right?
I think the 12th. I think June 12th.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I love
Oh
it.
man,
He's good.
Have you heard Jeep?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Token.
Oh my
Token.
gosh.
Yes.
Good lord.
If you guys haven't
Gotta
listened to
look
that,
it up.
man.
You got it, dude.
He's-
He is,
And he's young too. He's
He-
been yeah.
I think this is I want to say that this is probably his
Third album, I
Yeah,
think? Yeah.
It's super young.
Is it like a white gravy situation? Or young
Oh,
gravy?
God, no.
White
White
gravy?
gravy.
No,
It's
he
like-
is,
That's me. I'm sorry.
I would younger Eminem kind of feel because he's really fast with everything.
Listen to
with how he
Boom.
raps. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Boom by Token. It's him and then
Oh, I might rock with this.
him and
It's
and
like
JD.
intense. Like
Whoa,
yeah,
JD?
it's good.
JD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not that one.
Who won?
Huh? The P one?
The P.
JID.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Diddy.
No, not
You
Diddy.
scared me.
No, we're pushing
The P
P.
one.
We're
not
pushing that
pushing
P.
No.
We're pushing
away.
that P. Oh my
Gosh.
God. Oh man.
All right,
Um,
Alex.
All right.
What a
I already
great
said
time.
mine.
Oh.
Yeah, we came
We
back
went
to
in
me
a
for the
circle.
honorable
Oh, yeah, that's
mentions.
right.
So two last things because
What?
I'm gonna try this pizza before we leave because we got less. No,
Oh my goodness.
Ian, can you give us a Chinese space station update in a minute? If we
Yes.
give you 60 seconds,
60 seconds.
Of course.
we
so.
need our weekly space update from Ian.
So Tiangong 2, also known as Heavenly Palace, is the Chinese space station which is currently orbiting the Earth. Now there's recent concern because there's a new species of bacteria growing on the inside of the station.
What?
It's great scientific research, but it's resistant to radiation, lack of water, air exposure, and it survives in space. What is this? It's going to come down and going to have to tackle the killer Chinese bacteria again. I have another COVID-2, but space this time. It's going to be a sequel on space steroids.
Venom.
I was my mind immediately went there. If you guys saw the movie Life, that makes me think of that. So. Kind of similar stuff. Well, thank you all for listening to this amazing episode, everybody. I'm going to try this pizza to let you know if it's worth $2.
Oh man, good luck.
Meanwhile-
this is the last time we ever see him alive.
Does anyone want the other
No.
side?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Guys,
I
go to
value
our
life. I
go to
really
our
don't.
Instagram, and we are trying to get nominated for Best of the Bay for our
Oh, yeah,
podcast.
congratulations.
Alex, do you
Yeah.
guys
By
have-
the time this goes live, nominations will be closed. So hopefully you
just
did it
kidding.
Hopefully we're
already.
nominated.
Corey, we're going to send you the link.
All right, yeah, send it to me now.
But if we do get nominated, which I think we will,
We will get nominated.
Yes.
What are you thinking?
stay tuned for very, very, very funny and exciting videos of why you should vote for us. We're going to do a lot of that stuff.
And make sure y'all vote Once a day,
Once
every
a
day
day.
for the Pineapple Radio crew at bestofthebay.com. I swear if you don't, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to yell at you in Mandarin Chinese.
And he will.
He will. He'll live to that.
He will.
This is good. This is
it?
good.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Good job.
It probably has that space bacteria.
They call that salmonella.
I'm gonna give it like we'll go 3 out of 5 DDs.
Okay.
I'll give it 3 out of
I
5.
trust your
I
judgment.
love
I
how-
think for the money it's worth it.
I love how on the side of the box it says "made just for you,"
Just for
and
me.
it wasn't.
just for
It was
somebody
not.
else, and I took it from
That's
them.
hilarious.
That's what happened.
Well,
Oh man.
Corey, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Absolutely.
We had a lot
Yes.
of fun.
Thanks
Where
for the
can the
invite.
people find you?
At the Cory Cardinal. Everywhere.
There you
go. The Cory
Instagram,
Cardinal.
Facebook, Twitter.
Listen
all
to
that
the Mike Go
nonsense.
show to check them out too.
Yes.
Yes.
Every Saturday on...
1025 The Bone.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually 2 to 4.
Oh,
Next couple of weeks, I think it's 12 to 2 because we got some remotes that we're doing. But
Follow
for the
them.
most part, 12 to 2. Follow me on Instagram and I'll promote it.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
I won't. I suck at self promoting.
and they can check out your past episodes on 1025theboneonline.com.
No, absolutely
Nope.
not. No,
Okay.
we don't house that stuff there.
All right.
There is
Nice try.
I was trying to help
we
him.
do have
It's a plug,
something.
yeah.
I don't. I'll find it and I'll retweet it. I don't know. We've got some sort of account that we hose it.
We'll
House
post it
somewhere.
in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, everybody, share this video if you have been to the Concrete Butthole in St. Pete.
Yes.
Share this video if I don't know what else do we need.
If you like $2 pizza, share this video.
Share this video if you want to try the Slamsies that were gross.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Share this video if you're a Halsey fan.
Share this video if you received Sydney Sweeney's bathwater.
Oh man. You know, I was in line for that and I got kicked off.
No way.
Oh. Well, they only have a limited amount?
Yeah, it was like the
Really,
first
1,000?
5,000, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
Dang.
I had 17 computers going at once. bro.
He's dedicated.
I was right there, and
Oh man.
Man.
Dang,
Maybe
that's
next time.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
Again, thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you everybody so much for listening. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
MySpace.
MySpace,
What?
AOL.
and LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Oh man.
And until
Toontown.
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 Oh, we forgot to talk about that.
We'll get to
next
it
week
next
we'll
week.
finally talk about the video games. We'll get there.
That's all right.
But yes.
Love you guys.
Thank you all for listening.
All right.
And we'll see you all next week.
Bye guys. Happy Pride.
Bye.